What's up, everybody? Welcome to Titanium Vault. I'm your host, RJ Bates III, and today I'm with the man behind InvestorLift, Robert Winsley. What's up, man?
What's up? I'm excited for today because today we are going to prove all the naysayers wrong, and we're going to sell one of the deals that you signed up live on Closers Olympics.
That's right.
Super excited. We're going to. A lot of people are like, "Oh, these aren't deals. These aren't deals. They're signed up too high." But what's interesting? So on Dispo Day, we gave all of the closers a shot at your deal. One decided to take a shot. That was Carlos. And he only had 10 minutes on the clock, but he had the perfect buyer on the phone. Like, do you remember that call? How did that call go?
Yeah, so it was a little bit unique from the fact that, I was acquisitions on this deal. So I'm sitting back and I'm watching someone else try to dispo my deal. The problem was he knew nothing about it. And you brought up a good point. Like, you need to underwrite the deal. You need to understand. You need to have all of your talking points before you're trying to dispo a deal. And he didn't have those. He had one objection to overcome. And that was essentially, how much work does this need to be rent ready? And I think it was unanimous between you and Jerry Norton and David Olds. Y'all all agreed, say nothing, say $0. It's rent ready right now. And he said, I don't know. And the buyer said, if you don't know, then I'm not interested. Click. Learning lesson right there for everyone that does dispositions. Make sure you have your talking points ready. So today I'm going to use what I consider the most powerful tool in all of real estate investing, InvestorLift. Dispo this deal.
Oh yeah. So let's dive into the deal. Let's take a look at it. So do you want to bring up my screen? Do we have my screen up? All right. So we have this deal. This is the crazy sister deal, I call it. And if you guys missed the acquisitions day, was that day three?
It was Saturday. It was Saturday. So day two.
Most epic call I've ever heard. I was watching with my team over here. We were like standing up and clapping, like, oh my God, there's so much drama. Funniest acquisition call I've ever heard. And you were able to get this under contract. And absolutely incredible call. I love it. You're sitting there drinking your beer. Like, you got a beer, I got a beer. Hey, who wants a good beer? So this deal, this is not in bad shape at all. Like, if this is a rental, like you said, it's pretty much turnkey. We're at $79,000 asking price, ARV 125, so gross margin 46. So it's at 69% ARV for a rental. That's great. And you mentioned this is also really close to the university, right? Which university is this nearby?
It's close to Texas Tech.
How far away? I wonder if we should throw that in the description.
I think it's like 7 or 8 blocks away. It's just the university is just north of it.
Key rental. I'm going to put that opportunity blocks away. Blocks away from which university was it?
Texas Tech.
Let's say hot.
And one of the things I noticed during Dispo Day is you and Jerry and David were very big on the write-up. Like, this part right here. And I think it was David that said, hey, make sure that your write-up essentially sells the deal. Like, they don't have 100%. Any questions. So when they're coming to you, they know what they're purchasing. That's vitally important right there. When did this get sent out? This got sent out on Monday.
Monday we sent it out, and on Artemis mode, we're going to see all the buyers that have interacted with our deal. So we got a few hot leads here, like Michael. We see that he viewed the property 12 times. So that means he's going back and forth between tabs, probably comping it out because he opened and reopened the tab 12 times. He viewed the images 15 times, requested the address, and also submitted an inquiry. So his total action score on this deal is 470. He spent 13 minutes and 31 seconds. So that's a hot buyer there. We do have a decent amount of buyer leads here from this deal, but then also on neighboring buyers, you can see on the map here, all these other deals are deals that were sold successfully on InvestorLift. So when we turn on neighboring buyers here, which is available on the higher 2 plans of InvestorLift, we can also see all of the other buyers. And I think that this is the guy that we had on the phone during Closers Olympics that wanted something turnkey. So that also, I would love, if we can get him on the phone, that might be the perfect buyer. That would really bring this full circle, right?
I agree. I think that's going to be my first dial.
Let's do that. I think that's the first dial because we might be able to do one call and be done with it. So I think the strategy here is, start with Thomas, then hit some of these other hot buyers that had a lot of actions, Michael, all of that. Also on inquiries, I think we have an inquiry here. Yeah, Michael Nosworry. I'm an investor in Lubbock, Texas, who was interested in learning more about this
Okay,
property. So
no,
Michael's
that's going to be
interested.
my first. That's going to be my first dial. He's actually saying, I'm interested in this. I want
Yeah,
to learn more
absolutely.
about it.
Absolutely. And look, all these address requests, like we could burn through this list. So we're going to start off on Artemis mode. If we need to, we can also move over to God mode. So God mode is going to be more like our traditional prospecting. Where we're actually skip tracing and calling. So in here we can see all the different buyers that have bought. These are all the flips in real estate investment transactions that have happened nearby. So like there's one a block away here, for example, Property Partner Solutions. We can skip trace them. This does take more time though, because we're skip tracing. So we're always going to start with Artemis mode because we already have these buyers logged in, looking at the deal. This is a lot faster. And then if we don't have luck here, then we'll move over to God mode. So super excited. We're going to sell this deal today. 100%.
Let's do it.
You ready to crush it?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
So real quick, I want to talk about the flow in which we here at Titanium Investments use InvestorLift. So whenever we blast out deals, of course, the first people that we're hitting are always going to be the address requests, the inquiries. We have it set up where on the address request, they do automatically receive the address. I know David Old said he doesn't like that because he's worried about the daisy chain aspect. For us, it's about removing a barrier of entry. We just want them to get the address because we're immediately getting on the phone with them anyways. Hey, you just requested the address. Let us sell the deal to you. So that's why for me, this Michael Norsworthy, it's like, dude, he requested the address. He spent 13 minutes on there. He went through all of the images and then he inquired and said, I want to learn more about it. So that's where I'm going to start. It just makes complete sense. So let's get Michael on the phone here. Oh, it's 214 number too. So he's based out of DFW. Hey, Michael, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I'm calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. You had inquired about more information about it. Just wanted to have a quick conversation, see if we can come to an agreement on it today. Give me a call back. My cell phone number is, so I'm actually going to shoot him a quick text since he's like our hottest, buyer. Tell him like, hey, give me a call back, man. Let's make this go down.
Yeah. Him and Tom are definitely gonna be our hottest leads. What's great too is like when you get a super hot lead like that in Artemis mode, and like you call them up and it's like one call close, right?
Yep.
But always fish for more. Like I think that Tony Mont and Eric Klein, they have a great policy. They don't accept an offer until they get 3 offers.
I love that. Okay, so Tom, he's got an 817 area code, which is here in Fort Worth. So it's interesting to see that our 2 hottest buyers are based out of DFW.
Yeah, very interesting.
Kind of speaks to where the market is right now. Buyers here in DFW are having to go to outskirt cities. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Hey, Tom, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. Calling about a property I have for sale. Looks like it's a great turnkey rental, and I think that's what you're looking for. So if you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. So when you're in dispositions like this, whenever you make like that templated first text message, you can just turn around and just copy and paste and change out the names. Efficiency.
Yeah. And now on InvestorLift, if you set up your Twilio account, you can do 2-way conversational texting through InvestorLift. I know a lot of people still do it through their phone, and the reason being is because they're calling from a different number. But what's coming very soon is built-in dialer inside of InvestorLift with all your call recordings and the ability to have 2-way texting with pre-built templates. So as soon as you hit a voicemail, you click a button, boom, you choose a template and drop it. Imagine how much faster that's going to make things.
So now going in Artemis mode here, right? I hit Michael Norsworthy. This guy, Robert Winsley, really wants to buy the property.
Tempting.
If I only knew how to contact him. But then the next one right here spent 8 minutes and 46 seconds and viewed all of our images. So that's the next one I'm going to go to right there.
Oh, yeah. Another hot lead.
Based out of San Antonio, just based off the phone number. Hey, y'all, this is RJ Bates calling about a property I had for sale. Looks like you had inquired about the property. It's a turnkey rental. Might be something that you're interested in. So give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. All right, we got another one here. Spent 6 minutes and 31 seconds on the deal. Artemis mode is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. The fact that I can see how many images they viewed, how long they spent on there.
Most of these features came from just trying to sell horrible deals that were just brutal to sell. What if we had this?
Hey, April, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments, reaching out about a property I have for sale. You had spent some time looking at it, and where it looks like you might be interested. It's a turnkey rental. So if you could give me a call back, and thank you.
My only criticism, RJ, is sometimes you creep out the buyers if they know that that they looked at the deal.
Oh yeah, baby, creep them out.
Creep them out.
Listen, it's like everything else I do, man. If it's transparency and that bothers them, I mean, I'll just tell them like, hey, our tool lets us know that, we saw that you clicked on this. It automatically sends us information. I've got another guy here based out of Amarillo, which is much closer to Lubbock than DFW. He's got a 24,000 buyer score, which is pretty decent for where he's located. Look at this dude, 124,000.
Guys, this is how Dispo goes. You just got to call, just keep calling.
So what I'm more interested in than anything is the time that they spent on the deal. I want to see, like right here, 5 minutes, viewed 7 images, and also the email. Like I'm paying attention to their emails and making sure that they're not like part of big box wholesaler. I don't want it to be a New Western or a Net Worth or something like that. Not that there's anything wrong with those companies, but it's essentially just a JV.
Yeah, you just want certainty that's going to close. None of this 3-day inspection period bullshit where they just try to daisy chain.
We'll give you $10 for a 3-day option period.
Classic daisy chain.
Call him back. Hello, this is RJ.
Hey, RJ, just got your missed call.
Hey, Ricky, I was calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looked like you were on my buyer's list here and just wanted to reach out and see if that was something that you might be interested in taking a look at.
I just got done watching you on Soldier Olympic.
You want to buy my deal?
Well, what's the address?
Let me give it to you real quick. So this is the deal. Since you watch Closers Olympics, this is actually the deal that I locked up on Saturday. It's the address is.
It's on like InvestorLift or MLS or what's it on?
Both actually.
Oh, is
it? Yeah. So it was listed on the MLS. So this is the one where the crazy sister listed it on the MLS with a realtor that ghosted them. And so the brother is actually the executor of the estate. And so that's the one I talked to. So he's the one that signed the contract. Property's in really good condition. Pretty much a turnkey rental. Doesn't need anything to be ready. We've got good pictures on InvestorLift. You can see them on Zillow or Redfin as well.
What are y'all? Are y'all asking 85 for it?
No, we're asking 79.
79. Do you know? I know I'm on the phone right now and I'm not in the computer. Let me see. Do you know ARV plus or minus on the home or?
So I've got it conservatively at 125, but I have 2 comps. In the area. One sold for 147 in June, and then another one sold for 167 in December. Same square foot and everything.
Could you? I'm getting my oil change right now. If you wanna, you got my number. Can you text me? Let me see if I can find the InvestorLift link. I don't know if I got it on my email.
Yeah, let me text it to you real quick.
Yeah, if you could text it to me, and then I may be a buyer on it. I just gotta put in my numbers real quick.
So let me ask you, I mean, are you looking for rentals or are you looking for flips?
Well, we just bought one sub 2 as a rental, and then for a cosmetic flip, it's got to kind of make sense. Probably maybe 75 cents on the dollar if it's cosmetic, and then track rate commission stuff like that.
That's 69 cents.
Yeah, this one, I mean, if it's 129 is what you're saying, 129 times 75 cents. And you're asking 75 for it?
79.
79. And then it's vacant at closing, or is it occupied?
No, it's going to be vacant.
Yeah. I haven't ever bought in Lubbock, Texas. I mean, it doesn't look like a bad house.
Dude, it is. It's like 7 or 8 blocks away from Texas Tech University.
Oh, okay.
So my opinion is like you do nothing to it. you just take it down, do a refi on it, keep it as a rental, and put college students in there, and you can just turn and burn in cash flow for years on it.
What do you think the rent rate is on this one?
Let me pull that up real quick. I don't have that in front of me. I would just based off of my guess, I'm going to assume at least 1,300, 1,400. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2-1. Or is it 2-1?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to send me the InvestorLift link, I'm assuming that's how the number came up, I'm guessing.
Yep. So yeah, I just sent it to you. Yeah, man, we've that neighborhood's chock full of rentals anywhere from 1,200 to 1,400.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll check it out. And then good job winning that contest.
Thank you. Well, let me ask you this, because I mean, I'm wanting to get this deal moved, and I've got to dispo this because I went and participated in a contest, and now it's my job to sell this thing, and I'm not wanting to sit here all day. So I mean, on a scale of like 1 to 10, how serious are you about potentially buying it?
I know if it's at 1,300 rent and looks like it's moving ready. I mean, my purchase price right now is close to 74, and I know you're trying to get 78. I don't know if that's like my locked-in number, but just kind of doing my simple numbers, knowing what interest rates are, I could probably calculate maybe like $150, 175. So it may be a deal for me, but again, like I don't know if I'm ready to make a decision right now.
I got you. So one thing that I would recommend if you're going to go run your numbers is pull comps on it. And I think I'm being conservative at the 125. That right there might move the needle for you. If this is actually an ARV of 145 or 150, would that make a big difference for you?
I would with these interest rates, I can get about 6.5 probably right now with my credit and income. But if I were to do a flip, I see it on the market for 89. I'm curious why it hasn't sold if it's been on the market for 100 days.
Because the realtor ghosted them.
So no any offers that's getting accepted or even pending isn't getting relayed over, I guess.
Yeah, they literally cannot contact the realtor. They don't know if the realtor died or just like it's just gone. And like I said, the sister is the one that signed the listing agreement, and she didn't even have the right to do that. The brother is the executor of the estate.
Can the next buyer that buys it, are they allowed to perform on it? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Even though there's an listing agreement in place?
There's a listing agreement in place with someone who doesn't have the power to sign the listing agreement.
I see what you're saying. They weren't even the deed holder, maybe.
Right.
Or whatever.
The brother is the decision maker, and he's like, so when I talked to him, he's like, dude, we've got a realtor. I don't even know who this person is. They're gone. They didn't even have a right to do this. And he's like, I want to be done. And he's like, my crazy sister is like, I don't ever want to talk to her again. So he's like, dude, if you can buy this and get this out of my life forever. So honestly, at this point, man, I'm just trying to like help them out and make a little bit of money. I mean, I don't have a big spread on this, so I don't have a ton of room to negotiate, but I feel like I'm trying to be as conservative as possible with my numbers there. Cause like just looking at it, like when I've got a 147 and a 167 comp, we're saying the ARV is 125. Feel like we're being pretty conservative there, but with 1,300 in rent and you don't have to do anything, and if you're able to get in the 70s, feels pretty decent,
Do you know about the electrical or AC at all? Big Bud?
Yeah, everything is functional. Actually, I believe, don't hold me to this. I'll have to go back and review my film on this, but I'm almost positive it has a newer roof on it as well.
Yeah, I know they didn't take a photo of the outside. I was trying to see the condenser and it's back there.
If you look on InvestorLift, the link that I text you, I've got like 13 pictures, including a picture from the outside.
Okay. Well, sweet. Yeah. I'm at the mechanic shop. I'm just about to be done. Maybe about 30 minutes. I can just underwrite it quicker. I just need to go back home, and then I can just what I'll do, RJ, is I'll call you back in an hour and just give you a yes or no, just so you don't have to wonder.
Okay, sounds good, Ricky. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Boom. How funny was that? He watched you on Closers Olympics, and now he's on Artemis Mode buyers list.
What's funny is he said he watched Closers Olympics, but he didn't really know a whole lot about this deal. So he must have watched like Sunday, or maybe he watched Dispo Day.
Maybe you watched Dispo Day.
So
that was cool. Very cool. All right, so we got a pretty good lead there.
Yeah,
very good lead.
Felt pretty good about that. Let me go back here into Artemis
This is a
mode.
deal. This is definitely a deal. Do you think we could push the ARV up more on the posting, or what do you think?
I do think we can. I think we can. I don't think it matters that much though, because this is more of a cash flow play.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the risk is if you inflate your ARVs too much, buyers lose trust. It's usually better to have a conservative ARV, and then buyers will trust you more. And sometimes they'll think in the back of their head that, oh, this guy has a 125, but I'm pretty sure with the little carpet and paint, I could have this at 135. But let them think that. They'll trust you more.
All right, so now I'm going to go to neighbor buyers. This is an actual local phone number to Lubbock.
I like that. Be someone that knows the area.
Hello? Hey, Travis, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments, calling about a property I got for sale there in Lubbock, just south of Texas Tech University. I think you had done a flip or owned a property right over there near the property. So wanted to see if it's something that you'd be interested in purchasing from us. Could give me a call back at 817. So this person, their company name is Lubbock REO Sales. So
boom, prime buyer.
Please leave your message for
man, these people don't answer the phone.
You know,
hey, Henry, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments, calling about a property I have for sale there in Lubbock. Looks like you're a pretty big time buyer out there. So just wanted to run this by you and see if you're interested in picking it up. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you.
Do you do a lot of cold calling from your cell phone?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't use my cell phone at all. I'm only using it right now because for whatever reason, my landline's not working. So.
Okay. Because sometimes phone numbers do have reputation. So sometimes if you do too much cold calling from a cell phone, then it'll automatically, especially the iPhones will start just like throwing you straight to voicemail. So that's a pro tip, guys. Watch out for that. If you notice that a lot of stuff is going to voicemail, check your phone number reputation. Sometimes just switch a SIM card and pop in a new SIM card, and you'll find, all of a sudden everyone's picking up the phone.
Yep.
Still early in Texas.
Oh, there's a big time buyer.
My name is Leslie and currently on.
So check this out. Let me share my screen here real quick. Buyer score 486,000.
Damn. Yeah, that's a high buyer score.
Let's call this man. What are your thoughts about high buyer scores like that? Do you think that's a good lead or?
It depends. It depends on where the buyer score is coming from. There are some guys that just like spam the system to get their score up. So we're going to be breaking down the scores now. On a new update, it's going to be flip score, buy and hold score, and then action score. And then so you'll actually be able to see how many actual buy and holds did they do.
Hey, Albert, this is RJ Bates calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you had bought some properties out there in that area. Want to run this one by you, see if you want to pick it up. Give me a call back, 817-915-6860. Thank you. The other thing about that is with a high buyer score, they could potentially want to buy at a lower dollar amount than those mid-range buyers.
Yeah, my favorite buyers are like the 10 to 20,000 buyer score. That's based on flip actions, so like some action score. So they've done 10, 15, 20 flips. Those are prime buyers. Because the guys with the big buyer scores, like the hedge funds, they get spoiled because everyone sends them their deals. So they have constant deal flow. They're getting 100, 200 deals a day. So they can sit there and wait for the very hottest deals.
Right. So this next guy I'm going to call, I'm actually friends with him on Facebook. So this will be interesting.
Interesting.
Please leave your message for Santa Bush.
All right. That was not James Dunwoody. All right. But knowing that James owned a property there, what I can do now is go to my Facebook and just message him and be like, hey, man.
Yeah, sometimes dispo managers, they get the blinders on, especially if they're working on God mode and they're skip trace and they're like, oh, I skip traced 3 numbers and none of them worked. Okay, well, you got their name and their company name, copy and paste their name and their company name over onto Google and search them. I'll find them on Instagram. I'll find them on Facebook. I'll find their company website. One of my favorites is you put their name, company name, plus LinkedIn, find their LinkedIn profile, and then you can use this plugin called Rocket Reach, which basically lets you skip trace a LinkedIn page. It's absolutely sick. The phone numbers are really, really good. So if you can find them on LinkedIn, you can usually get their personal phone number.
Your call has been forwarded to it.
Hey, Tony, this is RJ Bates calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock. Looks like you bought some properties out there in the past. So if you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. What's funny about this so far is the one person that we talked to did show an extreme amount of interest,
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of times when you're displaying a property, like these guys get calls all day long from wholesalers.
Yep.
So a lot of times they're just like their default is just don't answer the phone. And if I hear something in an area that I like, I'll call you back.
Yep.
So a lot of times you might be dropping voicemails for a couple hours, but then the callbacks start coming in from the actual hottest leads. They'll pre-qualify themselves. If they don't call you back, sometimes they're just disqualifying themselves on their own. But then when you start getting those callbacks, as soon as you get them on the phone, if you're a good salesperson, you're going to start a few phone calls, you're going to sell the deal.
Hey, Clark, this is RJ Bates calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you have bought out there in the past. So if you could give me a call back at 8. And what's cool about this is even with the amount of dials that I've made so far, we still haven't had to go to God mode or anything like that. This is all people that have either bought in the neighborhood or have shown interest in the property.
Yeah.
Hello?
Cut
Hey,
through
it's
dials.
James there.
Wrong number.
Okay, are you a real estate investor?
No.
Okay, sorry about that. Bye-bye.
One of the things that's also coming on InvestorLift is we're going to start making every buyer verify their phone number when they log in with, like, when you log on a website and you put in your phone number and it's like, oh, enter the code we just texted you.
Yep.
So that's coming on one of the next updates. Every time people log in, we're going to make them verify. And then we're going to show those buyers as phone number verified, email verified. And then we're even going to have a higher level, almost like the blue check mark, where they can verify their identity in the ownership of the LLCs. And then we pull in all our flips. So like ultra verified buyers.
I like that.
Yeah.
Please leave your message for
Hey, Mike, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. Calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock. Looks like you have bought properties in this neighborhood. So just wanted to see if you're interested in picking up another one. It's pretty much a turnkey rental. So give me a call back, 817-915-6860. Thank you. So
Hey,
I've
while
got
you're on the
multiple text messages, though.
Yeah. Okay.
From people back. One guy said, send details of the property in Lubbock.
Okay.
Good morning. I'm not a buyer for that one, but please keep them coming.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So we got another lead there.
So I need to go back and figure out who this is.
What's the phone number? I can look them up in the buyers list.
806
806
577
577
6674.
6674. So I'm just searching Henry Bobadilla.
Yeah, Lubbock REO sales. That was the one that I said, hey, we definitely need to talk to him.
Okay, good lead. I'm going to drop an inquiry on this. So what I like to do is anytime that I have a buyer that shows any interest, I create an inquiry to keep track of who I talk to. So I'm going to log him under inquiries here. I found another one. It's interesting. I looked on God mode. If you look at God mode.
Yep.
Here, let me share my screen again. Or bring it up. Yeah, bring it up. Go out 3.5 miles. Click update. And then scroll down and filter buyer score high to low on the list there. Click where it says buyer score. Click on that. No, you're on ARV. Next one over.
You want
okay, look at see that. Look at this. Now scroll down. You see Willful Properties LLC. Look how many deals they're buying. They're buying so many deals. If you scroll down this first page, half of the first page is all one LLC.
Oh wow!
I would call that number, that 806 number. David Fuller is the registered agent. I don't know if it's such a big company. We're probably not going to get David on the phone.
Right.
It might be a company number, so I wouldn't call him and be like, I was just like, hey, is this?
It was not a working number, but what we can do is Google.
On one of those other ones, though, there's a second phone number on one of them because they're buying everything, which means they're probably buy and hold investor, building up a portfolio there. David Fuller, Lubbock.
There's his phone number.
Boom. See how easy that is? I'm adding this to his buyer profile right now.
This is David.
Hey, David, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing?
Well, I'm pretty darn good. How are you doing?
Pretty good, man. I've got a property in Lubbock that I'm looking to wholesale, and
I don't buy properties. I just finance properties. So you can take me off your list as a buyer. I'm not a buyer.
oh man, your name is all over the place as a buyer. Okay, I apologize about that.
No worries. No worries. Have a good day.
All right, bye-bye.
What did he say? He's not a buyer.
He said he's a lender. He's not a buyer.
Interesting.
So how would that? I wonder if he's doing like private money. Oh, here we go. This is the reason why. Check this out. Look, I provide owner financing in Lubbock, Texas. If you need help finding properties or needing owner finance, I might have a solution.
There we go. So they're all under his LLC.
Right.
Okay.
So if you had a
Interesting.
buyer that needed financing, he
He's your
would
guy.
be your solution. So for example, if I called someone right now and they said, hey, I'm interested in buying your deal, but I don't have financing, I could call David back and say, hey, David,
There we
would you
go.
finance this for our buyer?
You know what? The other thing too is he probably knows who the buyers are in Lubbock.
I think what he's doing there is, I think this is for people that want to owner finance or seller finance, but they can't. So they're finding the contractor that can't get financing and they can't go get a refi loan themselves. They're using David and making a very small margin. He's
Very
probably
small
seller
margin.
financing at like 8%.
Could be.
Because I thought about asking him that, but I don't think that he's even messing with investors on any level outside of the fact that they have someone that wants it. But dude, he is all over the place on these properties. So he's done a ton of
He's got literally hundreds.
The other thing is you can also tell by the way he navigated that conversation is that he is regularly getting blown up for people wanting him to buy the property.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
I noticed he changed his email on InvestorLift to ds.nuts@gmail.com.
Please leave your message for.
So that buyer immediately said, hey, will you please text me?
Nice. I got another one for you, another one on God mode. Tons of phone numbers. Brandon is his name. Drop that in chat. Victoria Crown Investments.
Where'd you find that one?
So that was another one that's shown up in God mode with a really high score. Well, a decent mid-tier score, actually. 16,000 buyer score, which is right in the sweet spot that I really like. I got 2 phone numbers for him.
Okay.
Thank you for calling Progressive Properties.
Oh, I hit 0 and it hung up on me. All right, try that again because that just sent us to like a phone system. He might be a big time buyer. Hello. Hello, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I was reaching out because I have a property that I'm looking to sell in Lubbock. And looks like you guys are buyers out there. I was wondering if there was someone I could speak to about that.
Yes. And what was your name again?
My name is RJ Bates.
And you're looking to do what again? I'm sorry.
I have a property that I'm looking to sell in Lubbock.
Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second.
This feels like a wholesale operation.
Is this Brandon that you're calling?
Yeah,
He's closed on 16 deals in Lubbock.
nice.
And what was your phone number?
My phone number is,
And what was the address of the property you want?
it is 17 in Lubbock.
Was it residential or commercial?
It's residential.
All right, perfect. I will have somebody give you a call back and they'll give you all the details and stuff, okay?
Okay. Do you know when they're going to be able to call me back?
Probably sometime today. They're in like a lot of our agents are in a training right now, so probably after that training.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to be able to talk to somebody. I know they're in a training, but I mean, this could be real life training. I mean,
Okay.
you're just saying.
Yeah, let me pass over your information right now, and then they should just give you a call back, okay?
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Oh my God. I love your one-liners. I know they're training, but this could be real life training.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, come on.
I love
Hey,
that.
we're not going to take that seller's call because we're going to sit in here and we're going to talk about buying properties. Like, what?
Yeah. Was that Brandon's number that you called?
Yeah. It was the
So-
794-7771. Is the next one that was Brandon's other phone number?
Yeah, that's another number. That may be his direct line. Call him in the training. Now, what's cool? So click that link I dropped you on private chat.
All right.
I'd love to show that on screen
Yep. It's
because, guys, this is from Godmo. So sometimes in these smaller areas, Godmo is actually very powerful. So here on this buyer, he's got his LLC linked up to his profile, which means we can see all the deals he's done. So he buys
these are
at
all
160
the
on average.
properties that he's bought right here.
Yeah, these are ones he's flipped. We're adding the buy and hold soon, but he's flipped 16 properties all in Lubbock. So this is a prime buyer.
Hello, this is RJ.
Rick, work over here at Progressive Properties.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing fantastic. So I hear you're looking to possibly sell your property.
Yeah, so it was funny because I guess she said y'all are in a training today on all the agents were in a training for buying properties, and I was like, well, this could be real life training right now.
So we do a new agent training whenever we kind of get a good group of agents together. I've been here just under a year, so I've already done my fair share of the new agent training. But
that's awesome. Well, yeah, man. The reason why I was reaching out is because I've got this property here in Lubbock, and I've looked you guys up, and it looks like y'all bought, I don't know, 15, 16 properties or something like that right there around the area. It looks like y'all are kind of the buyer in the area. Full transparency, I'm wholesaling the property, but it's a pretty good deal. And that's why I was like, man, I just talked to another buyer. He said he's going to underwrite it. He's going to get back to me in an hour, but looks like you guys are the guys there. So do you have the address in front of you?
1715 44th Street.
Yes, sir. I'm actually dropping you a link right now to the property. So this is kind of a unique situation. It's an inheritance. It's listed on the MLS, but it should not be. So what happened is the brother is the executor of the estate. Sister signed a listing agreement with a realtor. Realtor is gone Casper. Like it's gone. No one can get a hold of the realtor. At least is what the brother has said. And so the brother's like, man, I need this thing gone. So we signed a contract on Saturday. He is the executor of the estate. Property's in really good condition. You can see that with the photos that I just sent over to you. Pretty much looks like a turnkey rental. Are you guys doing rentals or are you guys doing flips?
So mostly it normally will just be a flip, depending on either one, if in my case, the way I go about it is I have two different ways. One, I either look to see if I have an investor that this property would fit first. Then if I don't have one, then I go to BCI, Victory Crown Investments. And what they do is we'll look at the numbers on the house. We'll see if it's something that we want to end up buying. And then same thing, we'll flip it. So usually that's kind of my last case scenario, but we do that on quite a bit of houses, especially at the price this one's at. This one kind of fits what we look for on that. But yeah, I mean, eventually it will, for either if we sell it to an investor or if we hold on to it ourselves, it'll most likely get rented out either way. So
I got you. When you say sell to an investor, you mean like wholesale it prior to closing, or you're actually still willing to close on it and then sell it to like a turnkey investor later on?
Yeah. So, and honestly, either way, it could go either way, just depending on, if we do have the investor that's going to take it, turnkey it, or we're going to sell it, say we buy it and then, someone buys it as is. We have a lot of case scenarios like that where, say we'll go with DCI, we'll go ahead and purchase a property, and then we'll have a purchase as is or a purchase as redone, and then shoot that out to, my own personal investors or, others that are around. And then in the case where that happens is we'll buy it for y'all, end up redoing it, and we'll probably throw it on the market.
Right.
See if it sells. If it doesn't sell, hold on to it, rent it out.
So I conservatively put the ARV at 125, but I mean, there was a sold comp in June at 145, right around there. Back in December, there was one that sold as high as 167. So I feel like I'm being very conservative saying 125. I do think you could get, I think you can get more than that. We're asking 79 for the property. And like I said, man, I'm looking to make a deal happen. So you said this kind of fits y'all's profile. I mean, my thing is I don't care what you do with it as long as I'm getting my 79,000 and you guys are willing to go in with no contingencies on that. I just don't want, long contingency periods or option periods or anything like that. I just got to secure myself in so at least I can go back to the seller and say, hey, we're good to get this closed in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let me chat. I'm gonna get back to you. I'll shoot over my contact information to you. I'm gonna go chat with my guys over here. Kind of look over what you've got here on your link, and then we'll probably kind of run some of our own numbers shortly, and then we'll get back to you on that. Does that sound great?
Yeah. How long do you guys normally need to be able to underwrite the deal there? Because like I said, I've got that other buyer. He said he's going to get back to me in like an hour. And for me, I don't like the whole bid up situation. I don't like that with wholesalers. For me, it's first come, first serve. So the first person that says, "Hey, I'm willing to give you your price and put down EMD," then I respect that and I move forward with them. So how long do you guys need to be able to do your underwriting on it?
Honestly, I'm next door to my guy's office, so I'm gonna go chat with him right now after we get off the phone.
Okay.
And hopefully, see if we can throw an offer at you for it.
Awesome, man. Well, yeah, just give me a shout back and let's get this deal done. I told the other guy, I was like, man, an hour is going to be too long. I mean, I'm going to keep banging the phones and until I get somebody that takes this. I know it's a good deal, so let's make something happen. Okay.
Yeah, of course. I'll give you a call back here shortly.
All right. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Beautiful. There we go.
Yeah.
Got 2 hot leads.
So what's funny about that is, and if you guys are watching this, I love this because it hasn't gone perfect. I really didn't want this to go like one dial. Buyer says, "Yeah, man, send me the assignment." This is actually showing like the intricacies of dispositions right here, where we've got a lot of voicemails, but the way that you navigate the conversation dictates what kind of results you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
What did she say? She said, "I'm sure we could get back to you sometime today." And then with one line saying,
"Real world trading.
Somebody happened right now." Then what was that? That was like 30 seconds later.
30 seconds later.
On the phone, and then pressing the issue where it's like, "Hey, you've got another buyer that's calling me back. This is first come, first serve. Let's get the deal done." And we wouldn't do that necessarily with every deal, but with a deal that's like in a market that we don't have a ton of buyers in. We haven't done a ton of deals. I think we've done like 4 deals ever in Lubbock. So at this point, it's like, dude, if we can get our asking price, we're gravy. Let's move on to the next one. We have deals in better locations where we could try to get those bigger spreads. So
real is tough. Real is really tough. And like on this one to get a 10K rip, like we're gonna take that all day long. On to the next one.
Let's get somebody else on the phone.
That buyer was just from God Mode, which is really cool.
Yeah.
While you dial, I'm gonna go find some more in God Mode for you that look pretty hot.
Let's do it. Hey, Jason, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you've purchased properties over there before. So if you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voicemail.
Hey, Dion, this is RJ Bates calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. You had, I think, inquired about the property here, so just wanted to touch base with you, see if you're interested in taking a look at it. If you could, give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you.
Do you want to try a mega buyer?
Yeah.
These guys are based in Florida.
Okay.
Based in Florida. They have bought in Lubbock, though. Here's a phone number. Mary Batista. So they're going to be an out-of-state buyer, but they have bought in this area. They bought all over the country. Let me give you a link to their buyer flips history. Look at it. They've literally bought hundreds of deals, including they've only done one in Lubbock, but it's pretty nearby the property.
So that buyer just hit me back and said, just chatted with my guy, Jarrett. He's looking some numbers over and will get back to me around 12:15, 12:30. And it's 11:30 right now. Interesting. How long ago did we talk to Ricky? Because now
was that the first or the second buyer?
Ricky was the first buyer. We talked to him at 10:37. So we're at 50 minutes. So I think give it 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to call Ricky back and then say, hey, man, I've got somebody interested. Where are you coming in at? And see.
Let's see if we can stack a third. If we can get 3 guys playing off of each other and really drive the sense of urgency, we could maybe even push this up. We got a bite now of 85,000. So if we get 3 yeses, I think we could push it to 85. Be like, look, 85, we can get this done right now.
Hello.
Hi, is Mary there?
This is Mary.
Hey, Mary, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Pretty good. Hey, I've got a property that I'm looking to assign in Lubbock, Texas, and I know that you have purchased a property out there before. Are you currently looking to pick up any properties here in Texas?
You want to send me the information? Send it to Mary at realpro.com. Is it a multi-unit or is it a single family?
It's a single family. It's basically a turnkey rental.
No. I'm not interested in that, but I appreciate the call.
Hold on. So you're buying multi units? I've got 8 units in Laredo, Texas.
Send it to me.
It needs a lot of work, more work than what it's going to cost. So I'm asking probably 150 on that. Probably needs about 200 work. So you're going to be 350 all in, and 8 units can rent out for 800 a piece, so 6,400 a month in rent. Does that sound like something you want?
What do you think they're worth?
Well, I've got another 4 unit around there that's in pretty rough condition that they're asking 349. So I think you're going to be in pretty decent shape. It's a little bit difficult to find other 8 units in the area, but I mean, basically a 2% rental. It's in Laredo, Texas. I don't know.
Do you have it under contract or do you own it?
No, I have it under contract.
And you're willing to assign the contract, or?
Yes.
Well, send me the information. I'll pass it on to my acquisitions manager.
Okay.
If you send it to Mary at
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I will send that over. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
There we go. So you just teed up another buyer for your other deal.
Right? If you don't know, that was the deal I locked up on Sunday to win the Closers Olympics. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, dude, I think that deal's going to fly. I just got to get pictures on it.
What I'm doing, guys, by the way, behind the scenes is RJ is talking to these buyers. I'm going to their buyer profiles and updating their profiles. So, for example, like that is clearly just a multifamily buyer. So I just updated her buy box so that she only gets multifamily and no longer gets single family. They have done a lot of single family in the past. They did buy single family previously last year in Lubbock, but if they've moved on to multifamily, we don't want to harass them with single family stuff that doesn't meet their buy box.
Especially when you have multifamily for sale. So, like, we have another multifamily in Massachusetts. I just didn't want to hit her with like, well, I've got Massachusetts, I've got Laredo. Now we know what we have.
Yeah.
So we're just going to email everything that we've got over to her. That right there, that could be $100,000 phone call.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 multifamily that would equal $100,000 in assignments.
Yeah. And as long as we're updating their buy boxes in the system, we're going to see them again next time we have a deal. They're going to get
Hey,
texted.
it's Javier there.
It's the same company, by the way.
Hey, Javier, this is RJ Bates calling to see if you guys are currently picking up properties in Lubbock, Texas. You say same company?
Actually, she changed her email, so she might have left that last company.
So, yeah, it's a single family, basically a turnkey rental right south of Texas Tech University.
Okay. Well, at this time, we are passing on single-family homes. We're only looking to buy bigger properties.
Like small multifamily?
Like big multifamilies.
So I've got a triplex and I got an 8plex. Is that too small?
No, that's great. Both would be great.
Gotcha. Okay. What's a good email for me to send those over to you?
It would be info.
Do you want to just text it over to me so that way I make sure I spell it correctly?
Yes, that's better.
Yeah, send that over to me and I'll send over both of those multifamily deals that I have over to you, okay? One's in Massachusetts. Are you guys buying in Massachusetts?
Yes, we can do that as well.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll send over the Massachusetts and the Texas multifamily deals that I have, okay?
Perfect.
Thank you.
Check. Okay, you're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'll do it. Thanks very much.
Dude, I think I could hear her talking in the background.
Yeah, so I just gave you another contact for that. I should have mentioned that was another contact of the same company that I had jumped with.
Pretty sure Javier and Mary are in the same room.
Yeah, and now we're going to get them competing against each other.
Right. So Jackie is another company.
So yeah, Jackie, this is another company. I don't know for sure if this is Jackie that's going to be answering, but she's got an 87,000 buyer score active in the area. Again, this is our God mode buyer.
Interesting. That's a Hawaii phone number.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe she moved.
Your call has been forwarded.
Hey, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you guys have picked up properties there in the past. So if you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. So Javier says he's from Rocket Properties.
Rocket Properties. Yeah.
Is that the same as Mary?
Yeah. Well, so Mary has 2 emails in the system, one at Rocket and another one at a new email address. So I was that's why I gave you Javier's, because I was like, maybe she switched companies and maybe Rocket is still buying single family. The fact that he said he's still buying multifamily, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 2 company names.
By the way, Robert, I don't know if you know this or not, but 700 plus videos on my YouTube channel. This is the first time I've ever done dispositions on a video.
We need more. Let's do 700 on Dispo.
That's
what's missing. I mean, you think about it, there's so much content acquisitions. You know, Jerry had a really good idea. He said, what we should do is have the top Dispo managers bring their calls, and we should give commentary on those calls. Because during closed Olympus, we're kind of talking over them. But if we just get the call recordings, like the best, the worst, and just pause and then give commentary, that would be killer content.
I have one I will send you. I actually recorded my Dispo guy doing a call. It started off as a joke, and then it turned into
really. So
we posted a deal in Utah on Lyft for sale for $950,000, and the offer came in for $350,000. So the joke was we were going to call back and act like we were accepting it. And then when we got down to it, be like, okay, so the only thing we need to talk about is the fact that you're $600,000 off on price. And so he goes through the whole call. And then the guy's like, yeah, I didn't know how to enter it, but I want to do seller finance. I want to put $350 down, and then you guys finance the other $600,000. And so then all of a sudden my Dispo guy's eyes got super big. It's like, holy shit, this is real.
This is real.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll send it to you so you can see that. All right. So I think I'm getting pretty close to wanting to call Ricky back, the first buyer, because we're right at that 1 hour. Hey, is Alma there?
Yeah, she's speaking.
Hello, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you?
I'm great. Yourself?
Good. Hey, I've got a property for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Are you currently looking to purchase properties there?
Sure.
You sounded unsure.
I'm not 100% sure. What's going on? What is it?
So it's a wholesale deal. I'm a wholesaler, so I'm looking to assign it. The property is basically a turnkey rental just south of Texas Tech University. I'm asking $79,000 for it. Conservatively, I've got the ARV at 125, even though we've got some comps in the 145 and 165 range. Doesn't need any work to be a rental right now for some college students. Just trying to get this thing assigned today. So is that something that sounds like you'd be interested in?
Actually not today. Thank you for calling though.
Okay. Are you guys buying in other areas, or is it the area, or just because of the deal?
Just still looking around.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. And that's how you end up with a 488 buyer score.
She doesn't know what she wants.
Yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
Either that or she's a wholesaler. And so when it's like she realized that I'm a wholesaler, it's like, okay, I got to bow out here. All right. Let's call Ricky back.
Hey, RJ, it's Ricky.
What's up, man? Just wanted to follow up with you. Did you have a chance to take a look at that?
No, not yet. I had to swing by my nephew's house to pick him up real quick, but I'll probably be in the house in another hour. I just got done the mechanic stuff.
I got you. So I've got this other guy looking at it. What is their name? Some big time buyer out there. They bought 60 properties or something like that. I don't really like messing with people that are that big, because sometimes they try to beat you up on terms and stuff. So I wanted to follow up with you and just see hey man, because I felt like I was talking to a machine over there. I got transferred over. They were having some big corporate meeting and all kinds of stuff like that. So I wanted to follow up with you and just see hey man, when are you going to be able to take a look at it? Because they said they're going to get back to me. They just sent me a text. It's 12:15.
I'm just not finishing up with my nephew.
Yep.
I'll probably be back in the computer maybe 45 minutes. And again, I was going to call you and say, hey, it's yay or nay, just so we're not wasting each other's time.
Yep.
But I still just need to look at it.
Okay.
I can't see that yet.
All right, man. Well, let me know.
Okay, sweet.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right. Let's see.
All right, good.
I called Albert.
Is Lubbock County, is that this is Steve Shedd, local area code. Try Steve Shedd. You know what I'm thinking we do next? Because let's get some action. Just do Command F on the keyboard on Artemis mode. and just call all the 806 numbers. Because I think a deal like this sells to a local investor.
Yep.
Just call everyone with the 806 area code on Artemis. Normally, we would just call down the whole list, top to bottom, but we're trying to show some action here on the call. So we're going to go for the low-hanging fruit.
Thank you for calling Texas Vet Investments. Sorry we missed your call, but please leave your name and number and brief message, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you.
Local.
Hey, Steven, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. Calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you guys buy some properties over there. Want to run it by you and see if we can make a deal happen today. Give me a call back, 817-915-6860. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to shoot him a text.
Yeah, he's a legit buyer, local in the area.
This is Doug Cox.
Hey, Doug, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I'm calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Are you currently looking to pick up some properties there?
Not right now. I've got a flip house that I haven't sold yet. I'm trying to get it sold before I look into anything else.
I got you. How long has it been on the market?
7 months.
Oh, man, that sucks. I've been there before.
Yeah, I know. The market's a little different this year. I had 2 this year. One sold 6 months, and this one I've got 7 months on. So hoping to get it sold, and then I'll be looking for others.
I got you. You think it's the market, price, realtor? What do you think is causing it?
I think it's the market.
Just softened a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Well, what?
Interest rates.
So, do you normally do flips?
I'll try and do 1 a year. This year I ended up with 2 because the last couple of years was bad as far as seller's market.
Right. I got you. Well, yeah, man. I'd love to be able to help you out. Maybe get you some deals that can move quicker. This property that I have is just right over there by Texas Tech. Probably. I mean, it's definitely rent ready. Wouldn't need a whole lot of love. So, but yeah, man, if you're stuck in a tough position, I get it. I've been there before myself.
Right now I am, and I've got one sold, but the other one I want to wait until it sells before I do anything else.
Gotcha. All right, man. Well, I'll definitely keep you on my list, and best of luck with getting that property sold. Okay.
Okay. Appreciate you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
7 months on the market.
7 months. That's rough.
That's
why I don't flip.
Right. I almost
got,
wanted to ask him, like, is it because you're in some $500,000 price point in Lubbock? Hey, Nick, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you've bought properties out there before. Wanted to run this one by you, see if you might be interested in picking it up. Give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. Shoot him a text. Robert, how long are you good for?
I got 13 minutes.
Man, these guys say they're going to hit me back at 12:15.
You can keep it rolling.
Yeah, I know. I just
You want me to push my call? I can cancel my call.
I feel like these guys are going to call back. They're going to be the buyers, you know? With that
Let's
big
keep it rolling.
operation.
I'll reschedule. Let me reschedule it.
I mean, you've disposed a lot of deals. I mean, don't you kind of have the same feeling that they're going to call back?
They're going to call back, yeah. And we just got to – but if we can get – I think we got 2 hot leads here. I want to get at least another one. I'll reschedule my next call.
You know, when it comes to dispositions, I always tell my guys this, like, you have to have like a gut feeling of like where you're sitting. So like for us, we have so many properties that we're always dispoing at a time. Like if I were truly a dispo manager right now, I would have moved on to the next property knowing that I've got Ricky who's saying in an hour, I'm going to get back to you. And then the other guy is saying, hey, I'm getting back to you at 12:15.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, check. I've got my 2. I totally get where Eric and Tony come from with the 3.
Yeah.
But in like this case, it's like, dude, I've got the local guy and then I've got the big guy in Lubbock and they're competing against each other. I'm going to know where I'm sitting in about an hour. Let's move on to the next one and try to generate activity going on there, you know?
Yeah. And like, here's the deal. Like the way I look at it is like a good dispo manager is going to be able to sell at least 1 property per day. If they're in a major market, we can do 2 per day. Okay. Yep. But I mean, we're only into this an hour and 29 minutes. And we got 2 solid buyer leads. Not too bad at all. So I just rescheduled my call and let's just do it. Like this is awesome. Raw, uncut, unfiltered, the real deal, how we do dispo.
Well, this is, I mean, dude, this is
now the one thing we should do, RJ, Oh, sorry. I just cut out there for a second. I was going to say the one thing we should do is when we're hitting these buyers on Artemis mode, because we're jumping around a little bit, we should drop a note like left voicemail or whatever, just so we can keep track of who we talk to on Artemis mode.
I got
That's
you.
the one thing that's going to screw us up here because we got 200, 300 leads there. We've been jumping around. Let's drop some notes. Right underneath there's a little button that says add note. Just be like left voicemail or whatever. That way we keep track of who we talk to.
Yeah. So as you guys can see right here, you can just do add note right there. Because
otherwise, if you're jumping in, and I do jump around when I'm hitting this list because like we'll do things like I think one of the things we should do.
I'm actually on a call right now, so I can't take this. Sorry. So hotel trying to sign me up for their special program. But it was a Texas phone number. I'm like, come on, baby.
Yeah, come on, baby. Yeah. I think the next move, let's call all the 806 numbers. Just
that's
burn
what
down
I'm doing
Artemis
right
mode.
now.
Yeah, cool.
So
and
like
just drop
I'm
a
on,
note as you call them.
Wing Capital, Wing Street Cap. I feel like that. Yeah, they've got a.
Is that the one that we did already? No.
So my phone lets me know if I've called them already.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, is Cody there?
Yes, Cody.
Hey, Cody, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How you doing today? Good, man. I've got a property I'm looking to sign out there in Lubbock, Texas. Are you looking to pick up properties right now?
Just send it to me. Let me look. I just bought one yesterday, and I got 2 more on Friday. So.
Oh, sounds like you're the guy I wanted to talk to. So this property is just south of Texas Tech University. Pretty much, are you doing rentals or are you doing flips?
Both.
So as a rental, it wouldn't need anything. You pretty much just walk into it and rent it out to some students. 2-bed, 1-bath. Flip wise, I got the ARV at 125, but I'm being pretty conservative on that because I got 2 comps, one at 145 in June and one at 167 in December. So I think you could push the value if you really wanted to. But I'm just asking $79,000 for it. And like I said, as a rental, you wouldn't need to do anything to it. You could pretty much just go in there and spit on it and rent it out to somebody.
Okay. Yeah. Can you send it to me?
Yeah. Can I send it to you right now via text?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
You want to take a look at it and let me know if you have any questions while we're on the phone?
Really need to look at it a little bit on here. And, okay, I got your text. I'm busy at the moment, but let me look at it and then I'll hold it back at you.
Okay. When would be a good time for me to follow up with you?
Later this afternoon.
All right. Well, yeah, just let me know, man, because I want to get this deal done. And I'm always looking to do business with people on a repeat basis. So that time, the next time I get a property out there, I don't have to call around and do what I'm doing right now. I can just pump it to my buyer. And I like your email, man. 6 Shooter LLC. You sound like my guy. So,
Yeah, that's my company. So.
all right, man. We'll take a look at it and let's make a deal happen. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate it.
All right, Cody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
That was
Yeah.
a solid lead.
So here's the deal on that. I probably could have pressed a little bit harder, but I'm also from Texas and I can read between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
There are some guys you just don't push. And he said it sounded like he was in a property, like walking around. And he's like, I'm busy right now, but I'll take a look at it. And I'm buying 3 properties this week. Like, read between the lines sometimes. Like, we're friends, but one more push and we're going to become enemies. Like,
yeah. And that's what you master that over thousands of calls.
Yeah.
Thousands of calls. Sometimes you push too hard and it's going to backfire on you. You lose that. You lose that buyer in an instant.
I think he got the point. Like, hey, I'm wanting to move this deal today. He's got the information. He's interested. He liked the numbers from what he could hear. But yeah, man, you push a little too hard and you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna drop what I'm gonna do to keep track though is I'm gonna drop an inquiry under inquiries with this guy's email, just so we can keep track of like who's like I use inquiries kind of as like to keep track of my hottest leads on a deal. So I'll just drop his email in here and I'll say he said he's buying 3 properties this week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Say he bought 1 yesterday and 2 on Friday.
Oh, it's Craig.
Hey Craig, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing?
Hey, doing very well, sir. How can I help you today?
Just wanted to reach out and see if you were interested in picking up a property in Lubbock, Texas.
I market property, sir. I'm not I
I don't buy properties. I'm a marketer.
Ah, you're just wholesaling. You don't actually pick them up yourself.
No, sir, I'm not a wholesaler. I'm a marketer. There's a difference. Marketing, people call me with actual properties, and I privately advertise for them. I market.
Gotcha. All right, Craig. Well, sounds good. Have a great day. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
I'm not a wholesaler. I'm a marketer.
This is mean.
This is way saying I'm a daisy chainer.
What are you telling me right now?
You're right. I'm gonna put a wholesaler tag on his buyer profile.
I wanted to ask him, like,
This is Mike.
hey, Mike, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, just wanted to reach out. I got a property I'm looking to assign in Lubbock, Texas. Are you looking to pick up any properties out there?
Well, I'm kind of looking for my son-in-law. He's what he wants is just a residence, a house, 3-bedroom, 2 or 3 bath is what he's looking for. And he just kind of an investment. He wants one close to the Texas Tech campus so that until his kids get old enough to go there, they can rent it out. And that's just kind of what we're looking for.
Well, maybe I can be a solution for you today. I'm going to shoot you a text real quick. This is just south of Texas Tech University. It is rent ready already, so wouldn't have to do any work to it. It's a 2-bed, 1 bath, so it's not the 3-bed, 2 bath. But we're asking $79,000 for it. We've got comps in the area ranging anywhere from 125 all the way up to 167. The property sold for 145 back in June, same square footage and whatnot. So this could be a really good deal for what you're looking for, considering the proximity to the university.
Okay, is it possible to give me the address where I can look up the exact location according from the Tech campus?
Yes, sir. I actually just text over a link to you so you could look at pictures, and I can also give you the address real quick.
Okay.
It is 17.
All right. Well, I'll look. He stays really busy, and I thought, well, in my spare time, I could kind of help him watch for something that'll work, and so that's what I was doing. I'm just trying to be helpful, is all.
Right.
Anyway, I'll review it and get it to him. And
Yeah, so we're like 3.5 miles south of the center of the university. Do you know where the Arboretum is?
yes.
We are right there next to the Arboretum. We're 2 blocks away from the Arboretum.
Okay. Well, I think he'll know about that too. So yeah, I'll check it out.
Awesome. When would be a good time for me to follow up with you?
Oh, probably. Generally, I see him every day, but our community has a summertime celebration that actually starts tomorrow, and he's got some duties that he tries to do on that, so I'm not real sure, but for sure by Monday, I guess, but maybe before then. I just don't know whether he'll want to take time to look or not, but
Okay.
surely Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that the property's not going to be available for that long.
Okay.
Yeah, I typically these types of properties they go same day once we start getting on the phones and calling people. So
I see.
Yeah.
Well, if it sells, it sells. I always think if you don't get this one, something better's coming along. So,
all right. Yes, sir. Well, it was good talking to you, and best of luck with everything. Okay.
okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. That's a unique perspective. If you don't get this one, something better is coming down the line. All right.
Yeah, the flip to that though
Yeah.
is all the hottest deals move same day.
Hello,
So
this is RJ. Hello. Let's see.
one of the things, by the way, I'm going to give a pro insider tip on InvestorLift. When you go on InvestorLift as a buyer, what you'll see is the hottest deals first. Now, how we score the hottest deals is based on number of inquiries and offers. So one of the things that we're actually benefiting from is
Do you want to share your
these
screen and show
inquiries.
people that?
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Let's share a screen. I just turned it off because my Wi-Fi was a little bit choppy, but I think it should be fairly stable right now. So anytime a buyer hits the deal site, they're going to come in, they're going to look at their state, and then zoom in on the area that they want to invest in. And the hottest deals are going to show up first. Now, how we determine what's the hottest deal is number of buyer interactions. Okay. Now on this deal, I've been logging inquiries when we get hot leads. And what that's doing is it's actually pushing up the hotness score on this deal. So now we've actually taken the top position here. And what's happening is just over the last couple of hours, we've had a lot more views on it. So we had 100 and I think it was 100, was it 148 views when we started?
Yep.
And now we're up to 174 views. Okay, so we're starting to pick up that organic traffic. Is this deal is getting more activity. Now, this can snowball. Like I've seen deals. Jason Ford showed me a deal the other day where literally he had, I think, 6 pages of offers. Because once he started getting offers, he actually took that top position on InvestorLift nationwide of having the hottest deal nationwide. And then once that happened, all the nationwide buyers started piling in, throwing in offers. And he literally had 6 pages of offers, probably 100 offers. I think he made about 200,000 on that deal.
Love it. All right. So what I'm going through right now is all of our inquiries on this property and just verifying that I have called each one of them. See, like
Smart.
this one right here, I've not called. Jeremy, he requested the info yesterday at 9 a.m. So obviously we would have wanted to have called that back immediately yesterday.
Guys are missing deals, missing opportunities. Always make sure your mailbox has space in it.
So
You drop
this
them a text.
Local phone number, realtor, and cash buyer. So I do need to like verify that this is an actual buyer and it's not representing a buyer. Another beautiful thing that InvestorLift brings.
This is Jim.
Hey Jim, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Hey, you had requested some information about one of our properties out there in Lubbock, Texas yesterday. Wanted to follow up with you and see if you had any interest in this property.
Is that going on
44th.
1600 block of 44, something like that?
1715 44th Street. Yes, sir.
Okay. Obviously, I don't have too much. I would have already probably touched base on it with her. Maybe. I don't know. Hell, I've been so busy. I'll try sometime this weekend, sometime this week to look at it. I'm booked all day today, though.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, just being honest with you, I think this property is probably going to go today, but if not, I mean, yeah, we would love for you to take a look at it.
That won't bother me either. That's what I do, sell real estate. So
I gotcha.
You know, if it was hot to me, the location is not, something I'm that excited about. The house looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
The location is not where I want to be.
I gotcha. Where do you like to be?
I usually be in South or Southwest Lubbock with almost all mine. I have a bunch of investment properties. Otherwise, I'm dealing with a low-income client.
Right.
They're usually a pain in the ass, just to be honest with you.
I gotcha. So Southwest Lubbock.
Southwest Lubbock, Northwest Lubbock. Northwest Lubbock, Southwest Lubbock. Those are the good. Anything, anything on the east side, northeast side, even southeast sides, normally not near as lucrative. I've been selling real estate for 20 years, and I've made myself a multi-millionaire doing it, so I do know what I'm talking about.
I got you. Well, congratulations on your success. You're my hero. You're what I want to be when I grow up. So
I'll get out of here. I'm 72 years old now. I should have figured it out by now, or I'm never going to, am I?
well, it sounds like you figured it out. You know right where you want to be.
Appreciate you, buddy, and you have a good day.
You too, Jim. Bye-bye.
So he likes the west side.
South, southwest, north, northwest.
I'm adding
Interesting
notes
how
on his
he
profile.
kind of navigated that conversation there.
Yeah. So pretty experienced realtor in the area.
Said he's a multi-millionaire with buying properties in those areas.
Even it shows even in a small, tiny little town, you can make a fortune in real estate if you know what you're doing.
Yep.
You reached Joe Eiley with Mission Real Estate Group. Please leave your name and number, a brief message, and I will call you back as soon as I become available. Thank you and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. Hey,
Joe, this is RJ Bates calling about a property I had for sale in Lubbock, Texas. You had inquired about the address on that property, so I just wanted to follow up with you, see if I can give you any more information and see what your interest level was. If you could, give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. All right, let's call this first guy back, who was, as far as all of the data tells us, Michael Norsworthy. He was the most interested. He hasn't responded to me. See if we can make him our third buyer.
16 minutes on the deal. Definitely interested.
Okay, so we just got a new inquiry 3 minutes ago.
Well, I like it. I did just send out a couple more texts, by the way, just to juice it a little bit. So I think you might see some of those coming in. You might see some calls coming into you.
Gotcha.
And Artemis mode is probably going to see, we're probably going to see a few more buyers hitting Artemis mode.
Oh, solid point. Actually, I'm going to go back to that.
Oh, we got a new one. Eyal Gorin just spent 8 minutes and 46 seconds on the deal. Did we call her yet?
I think
we did. Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry. This was this morning. Yeah, she came in this morning.
That one I called. So we're like 3 minutes away from when they said they were going to hit me back with their offer. So
cool.
I'm hoping that comes through pretty quickly here.
Yep.
Hey, Dan, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments, calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looked like you had inquired about some information on it. So if you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you.
What's your strategy right now? Just keep on calling down Artemis?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm making sure every single person on Artemis has been hit. So I'm calling John Grant right now.
John Grant, cool.
Please leave your message for...
Hey, John, this is RJ Bates calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you had inquired about some information on that property. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. Yeah, there are some new ones coming in, though.
Yeah.
So what did you do to make the new one? You sent out text?
Yeah, I did another text blast. Just give it a little bit fresh juice because it had Carlos's number on it last time I blasted it. So he might have actually got some texts and calls that we didn't capture.
Yeah.
Because prior to Closest Olympics, he said he was going to try to take a shot at it.
Right.
I'm like, all right, cool. So I'll put your name on the text and email blast. So I already texted and emailed it with his phone number. He might have gotten calls and texts on this deal that we didn't get. So we're going to reblast. I just reblasted.
Yeah. That's all right, though, because I feel pretty confident in both of our leads. They both seem pretty serious about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling Abundance Capital Group.
Hey, Gilbert, this is RJ Bates calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Give me a call back, 817-915-6860. Thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
No, I hate those voicemails more than anything. It takes you all the way through to say it's full. All right, so I pretty much hit everything in Artemis mode now. Neighbor buyers, I want to make sure that I've hit all of those. I've hit, I don't know about James Rush.
Okay, neighboring buyers would be a much bigger list. You can turn off, so up at the top, turn off my buyers and turn on only neighboring buyers. That way we filter out Artemis mode from that hit your deal from the other ones.
All right, so up here, turn off what?
Okay, click my buyers on the left, turn that off there. Boom, that'll pull out the ones that we already contacted.
Gotcha. So still,
so these are going to be people that have been active on deals sold nearby,
which is funny because
there could be overlap.
Yeah, quite a bit of them are people that are that had been on the Artemis mode. So
yeah, so these are anyone. It's basically the Artemis mode list for anything else that was sold on InvestorLift here. But that's why I like dropping notes each time, even if I leave a voicemail. That way, I'll work through my Artemis mode list, and then when I pop over to neighboring buyers, then I can see like, okay, I already contacted this person.
Are those notes visible for everybody or just for you?
I believe they're just for that property, so they're attached to that property. So a different disposition manager could come in and see the notes. So it's attached at the property level.
So we just got an address request right now. So
okay,
live. Let's call that person back.
I like it. Neil?
Yep.
Good stuff.
Hi there, this is Bruce calling to see if you or someone you know would have any interest in selling your property. We have a nationwide network of investors who are actively looking to purchase homes in your area, and they've identified yours as a home that matches their criteria.
That's a terrible voicemail.
Terrible voicemail. Wholesaler?
What he said is I have signed up for InvestorLift, and I would like to daisy chain your deals.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
All right. See if we can get this thing done, man. I feel like I'm so close. It's the waiting game. And to be honest with you, if you want to know the reason why I've never created disposition videos before, it's because of this right here. The waiting of like, okay, we've got 2 buyers. They're analyzing the deals. I want the action. I want them to call us back. I feel like we're so close. Hey, John, this is RJ Bates calling about your property that I have for sale in Lubbock. Sorry about that. Looking to sell this property. I think you have purchased a property in the area. So if you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. I went into auto default acquisitions voicemail. All right, we got an inquiry. Well, I was calling that one. Marisol.
Hello.
Hello, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing?
Thank you.
I was calling because it looked like you had just inquired about our property there on 44th Street in Lubbock, Texas.
And I was looking at property, but
Yeah, 17 Lubbock, Texas. Looked like you had just inquired about it.
sorry, I just have the computer open and looking what it. I mean, I'm looking for opportunity and checking the locations, but
Yeah, so this one right here is just south of Texas Tech University. Are you familiar with Lubbock?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's right there by Clapp Park and the Arboretum. Basically, a turnkey rental, doesn't need a whole lot of work done to it. We're asking $79,000. Properties in the area. There's one that sold in June for $147 or $145. Sorry. Another property back in December sold for $167. But realistically, if you wanted to keep it as a rental, you wouldn't have to do anything to it. So are you looking to keep rentals or are you looking to flip?
Okay.
So for a flip, we're coming in at 1124 square footage. The property's in pretty decent shape. I don't know if you've seen the pictures or not. Wouldn't need a whole lot of work to it to try to maximize it out, just some upgrades to it. But like the cabinets are in pretty decent shape. It's already got stainless steel appliances in there. So I wouldn't think it would need more than, 25,000 and work to it to maximize it. And like I said, we've had property sell as high as 167 in the neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, let me check. Not the area that I was looking for. I was looking something closer to Arlington. But let me think about it.
Oh, Arlington, Texas?
Yeah.
I got you. Well, I'm actually based out of Fort Worth. I do quite a bit of properties here as well, but it's a little bit harder, a little bit tighter margins up here in DFW. Yeah, but Lubbock's quite a bit of a ways away from DFW.
Actually, I was trying to get the address for this property, but it doesn't show up. So,
That's because they're a bad wholesaler. See, I'm a good wholesaler.
yes, exactly. That's my point.
Well, that's why you need to buy my property.
Actually, it's a property that doesn't have any information. Just don't have one picture. What kind of wholesaler does that?
A really bad one, which means they're not going to get your money. So
Yeah.
that's why I think you need to talk to me about giving me $79,000 for this house in Lubbock.
What's your name?
My name is RJ Bates.
Okay, RJ. Good to meet you. Okay, let me check this property. It looks like good deal. Let me check if I can get some money for that.
All right. How long do you need to take a look at it?
A couple of days. I need
Oh.
to do my.
Oh no! I see. I'm a good wholesaler. They fly off the shelves in a couple of days.
I know.
No, we're talking about a couple of minutes.
I'm gonna tell you. I've been searching the whole morning.
Uh huh.
You are the only one that picked the phone.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where do you want to buy properties? I got properties all over the country to sell you.
Asking for information, and you are the only one that gets the call.
That's why I'm going to be the only one that gets a check from you.
Okay.
I got properties all over the country. Are you only looking to buy in DFW?
Yes.
Oh man.
Actually, I'm at Houston, but my daughter is at the Arlington, so I'm looking.
So you want flips, right?
Yeah.
Let me look here real quick. What do we have? Let me sell you something. Since you've been looking all morning, man, why don't you look at that Lubbock deal real quick while I see what else I got to sell?
No, I'm looking something like Texas, close to Arlington.
Hitchcock, that's down in Galveston. Is that too far for you?
It's not too far, but I don't like the area.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What else do I got? I had so many. Port Arthur. It is a terrible property though. It's you sound too nice to want to buy something like that. No one wants to buy that property. I'm just telling you, the answer is this Lubbock property. It's a beautiful flip. You don't even have to do anything to it. You could just take it down, do some quick updates to it, and turn around and list it. You could be done with this flip before another wholesaler calls you back.
What is the monthly rent over there?
$1,300 to $1,400. You don't have to do anything. Just walk in, $79,000, spit on it, and then list it for rent. You'll get 2 college students in there paying you $1,300 a month.
It's occupied.
It is a good buy.
I mean, right now it's occupied. It's occupied.
No, it's gonna come vacant.
Okay. Let me run my numbers and I'll be back. I promise.
Oh, how long? Last time I asked you, you said 2 days.
Okay, it's gonna be 1 day.
1 day? Come on. Let's run those numbers together. What do we need to run? The numbers sound good. You already said. What is there to figure out? You're getting equity and you're getting cash flow. My 2 jobs as a wholesaler is to provide you equity and cash flow. I did my job. That's exactly what you were looking for. You're making me work for this one. I called you right on the spot. And listen, I can find you properties here in DFW, but I need you to buy this one so I can go find more properties, because otherwise I got to sell this one, right? You buy this one, I'll go find you a property in Arlington. That's not a problem.
Okay, that's good.
You could refi that, get all of your money back out and your cash flow in every month, and you don't even have to do anything. Here's the facts. I've been calling people all morning on this. I've spent about 2.5 hours on it. I got 2 guys right now that are running the numbers.
You and me are doing the same homework, calling people, looking for opportunity, and we meeting the way. So.
But I like you. The other 2 guys, they said, I got to run my numbers and I'll call you back. The same thing that you tried, but you actually laughed when I said, no, let's run the numbers. So that means you're serious about this. I like your laugh. Your laugh means a lot to me. So what I'm saying is let's do this deal so I can move on to going and get more property so I can sell them to you and I don't have to call the other guys back.
Okay, let me do my math because I had to do my due diligence. But I like this.
I like this too. I said, I'm good at math. Let's do the math together. What math do we need to do? Seriously, what numbers do you need to run? Is it the comps? Because we can pull comps together.
I just let me do my homework. I'll be back.
All right, Marisol. I'm not going to push you too hard, but I'm going to tell you, don't do your homework too long on this because it's going to go. Those 2 guys are going to call me back. All right. Well, all right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Man, geez, she wanted it. Not enough.
What a great call.
Oh, man.
She's a beginner. Definitely a beginner.
I
love you got her laughing. You're like, let's run what math do you need to do? I'm good at math. Let's do math together.
But seriously, it's what I told her.
Love
there's
it.
Equity
Absolutely
and there's cash flow. What math are you wanting to do? If it's let's figure out how much cash flow you're going to get, we can do that.
Refi it out.
All right, I'm going to hit this guy back up.
Refi it out, get your money back, and you get cash flowing property. But that's a hot lead right there. That was Marisol.
Yep. She was the one that just came in.
I'm going to add
so immediately when she requested the address, I hit her back. Which, by the way, did you see how that
crazy
stood out
is
to
that?
her?
Yeah, how crazy is that? She said she's been shopping. This is what like I don't understand about wholesalers. Like they spend the $36 or $50,000 on InvestorLift. They blast out their deal and they got all this action in their deal and they're not calling people back. Like that's why you're not doing $1 million a month. You know, like you want to do $1 million a month, every single person that comes in, you got to respond to within 5 minutes.
Okay, so I said any word from Jarrett. He says I'm sitting down with him right now. I'm going to say I've got 3 buyers doing the same. Just want to get this one signed to best buyers in the area. Let's make it happen. Pressure, urgency. If it's not there, man, what have we heard so far? Every single time we've talked to a buyer, it was, we'll get back to you later today. Let me run my numbers and I'll get back to you in 2 days. Let me get back to you this weekend. You've got to apply the pressure and say, no, I need it now. I need it now. Even if it's fake pressure, like in reality, like it's just me playing a mind game on myself. I'm creating the pressure with these people saying, no, I need the answer right now. Like if it's important to you and you're going to buy it, then you're going to do it today. You're not going to do it on 100%. Friday.
You got to create the FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yes.
You know, it's like, look, I got 2 guys that are calling me back in the next hour. If you're calling me back tomorrow, this opportunity will be gone. I'm selling this deal today.
Yep. Got to.
My Wi-Fi is a little choppy. I'm going to switch Wi-Fi networks real quick.
All right. I'll take you off and bring you back.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 9512022 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Ricardo, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. Calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you're a buyer in the area, so if you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. Hey, is Kelly there? Hey, Kelly, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I was reaching out about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. I think you were taking a look at it earlier today. Just wanted to reach out and see if you had any interest in it. I got you. It's 1715 44th Street in Lubbock. It's probably the best property that you've looked at all day since you've looked at so many.
The one that's going for 79?
Yes.
Yeah, it's above our what we're able to afford them. Do y'all do financing?
Well, there is financing available. Yeah, honestly, if you look at the link that you were on, right below where it says inquire about this deal, it says get financing for this deal. So there is lending available for it. Are you guys looking to flip or are you looking for rentals? What are y'all looking for?
Flip or rentals, it just depends on the ARV.
So on this one, I think this is a great rental, to be honest with you. It doesn't need any work to be rent ready. It's already rent ready. It's just south of Texas Tech University. And I feel like you can pretty much go in there. It's going to be vacant at closing. So you can pretty much just go in there and clean it and rent it out to a couple of students. And then I put the ARV at 125, but just being honest with you, there was a property that sold for 145 in June. And then there was another property that sold for 167 back in December. So I think I'm being relatively conservative on the ARV there. But yeah, I mean, as far as a rental goes, I mean, you could get easily $1,300 a month in rent.
$1,300. Okay. If you can give me a chance to look it over and do maybe some costs, I'll reach out to you. Thank you.
Okay. Just gonna be honest with you, if it's something that you're interested in, I mean, I've already got like 3 or 4 people looking at it, and I'm gonna be hearing back from them pretty soon. So I do think it's gonna be something that's gonna move today, just to keep you updated on that.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. I'll call you back.
Okay. Thank you, Kelly. Bye-bye.
Hello, you reached Kevin Moore.
Hey, Kevin, this is RJ Bates calling about 1715 44th Street in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you had inquired some information about that. It's a property I'm looking to wholesale. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. So Robert, are you there?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is yesterday.
He's got that.
Yesterday I was getting 500 megabits down. Today I'm getting 5. This is one of the issues in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican Wi-Fi. One day it's killer, the next day it's garbage.
So that one was a fairly decent lead. Will you talk about if we can get good enough Wi-Fi for you, the lending on InvestorLift on where it says get financing for this deal?
Bought my phone. Give me a second. I'm going to switch to my phone hotspot.
I got you.
One for more options.
Hey, Audra, this is RJ Bates calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. Robert, are you there now?
Yeah, I'm just going to hotspot it.
There you go.
Should be good now.
What I was going to say is, so the last buyer that I talked to, her objection to it was, hey, it looks like a pretty decent deal, but I can't afford it. Do you guys have financing? And then I pointed her to the get financing on the page. Can you talk to people about that? Because I think where is that lending coming from and what's the connection there?
Absolutely. So basically we're just sending out leads to lending partners right now. So we have a few different lending partners and it just creates a lead for them in the system. That being said, it is really tight getting lending right now. They typically want people that have done at least 3 deals. So if they've done at least 3 deals, that's when we usually have a shot at getting them lending. If it's their first deal, to be honest, we're not going to be able to get them a loan. But if they've done at least 3 deals, then typically we can get, there's like a ton of different products. Not only can we get them usually the private loan at the beginning, but we also have options to like refinance them, like once they're ready to go refinance out. So there's a ton of different options. So as soon as they click that submit offer button, it's going to create a lead then for the lenders. They're going to have some lenders reaching out.
Gotcha.
Super easy. And those guys are super responsive. Like they'll get a call within 5 minutes talking about the next steps.
So now we're in a position where we've got our one buyer is sitting down with Jarrett, which seems like the decision maker there right now. And we're at the time frame in which our other buyer, Ricky, said, hey, I should be at home. I'm going to run my numbers. It's going to be curious. We're at like the 2-hour and 28-minute mark, which we did like 10 minutes of intro. So say we're at the 2-hour and 15 minutes of working this deal so far.
This is realistic. This is like how it works in real life. You know, like we had some bangers on Dispo Day, but obviously those guys are going to come in with super hot deals, right? So, because they want to win the belt, right? So we had some super hot deals. If it's in a major city, I told the guys, I'm like, look, if you want to really get it done in 45 minutes, you need to have a deal in a major city. Because Artemis mode, when there's that many deals selling nearby, like if this was in Dallas, we would have 100 people that have bought deals within a 12-mile radius, locked and loaded, ready to go. We can move that in 30, 45 minutes. This is a tough deal because we're in a rural area. So we don't have as stacked of a lead list. And this is what it looks like. This is realistically what it looks like when you're selling a deal in a more rural area. But I mean, if we can move this in 3-4 hours
in
other thing, rural area, like that's still a killer, you know?
I did not get the benefit of, hey, I blasted it out and I wasn't on Artemis mode as it was coming in. So you see some of them are like, yeah, I remember that deal. Now that I'm talking to you, let me go look at it again. Whereas if they're there, that's why Marisol's call was so cool, because she's like, wait, are you the one calling me about the one I just looked at? Yep. She's like, oh, okay. Wow. I've been trying to talk to somebody all day long. And that's the power right there. It's like, it's live action. So whenever you send it out in InvestorLift, this is much different than like those old school MailChimp email blasts where like you're going to sit there, okay, I'm going to blast it and see what happens. No, you need to blast it. You need to be on it, watching live action. Okay, address request, boom, call them. Get them on the phone right there. Create that sense of urgency. That's the power of this tool. But case in point, even with all of that, 2 hours, 15 minutes of calling, we've got essentially 2 buyers right now running their numbers. And is it going to happen simultaneously where we get these callbacks where it's like, okay, I can do 75 and I can do 77, because I think both of them are going to beat me up on price a little bit.
Yeah, and we got Marisol as well. Like she was wanting to buy it. Now she is going to be a beginner. I can tell. You can just tell she's a beginner investor, right?
Yeah.
Do we? I don't know if I caught this. My Wi-Fi was cutting out. Did we catch whether or not she's done some deals before?
So she has, but also I don't know if it was like honest.
It's the doctor or dentist that has a few $100,000 sitting there for a 401k or whatever, and
she was saying,
watches the flipping shows.
I could buy down in Houston because my daughter lives down there, but she didn't say I've done deals in Houston.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And what I feel like there is she knew enough of the lingo from like what a wholesaler was and InvestorLift. And she's done deals, but I do think my concern would be that she would want an option period. That's what we call it here in Texas, an option period, inspection period for everywhere else. An inspection period because it's not local. She hasn't seen it. I think that would be the objection to overcome with her. I do think the other two guys are going to be like, hey, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
The numbers check out
It'll
here.
be a lot safer.
So I'm kind of hoping, like, come on.
Yeah, she's brand new. She just registered for InvestorLift this morning. So the cool thing is, like, if you go on to any buyer profile and you go to buy actions, you can see everything they've ever done on InvestorLift. Every click, every offer, every address request. So we can, and that's how we build up the buyer scores, either by linking up flips that they've done or linking up buy and hold properties that they've done off of InvestorLift, and then any actions on InvestorLift. Every time they're viewing images, making address requests, all that, we're tracking that. And what's really cool is we're feeding that into AI right now. So later this year, there's going to be AI. I actually saw the first demo of it last week, and it was sick. Absolutely sick. You know how you go on Netflix, and after you watch a few movies, all of a sudden, like, there's all these banger movie recommendations based on what you've already watched? We're using the same kind of AI, where as they start shopping, like as Marisol comes shopping on InvestorLift, we can now start finding the perfect property for her based on the properties she's interacted with. And then what we're going to do is then give people the ability. You want to see something cool? Check this out. This is cool. No one's seen this before. Okay, check this out. InvestorLift on the mobile phone. Okay, this is just a demo, but pretty soon you're going to be able to have InvestorLift on the mobile phone with two-way messaging, just like, you know, if you're DMing someone on Instagram or whatever, having two-way conversations with your buyers through the app. And what's going to happen is when people hit this on their phone, it's going to load up the AI's recommendations on the best deals for them based on what they've done in the past on or off of InvestorLift, just every day giving them the perfect deals. And I'm thinking of doing it kind of like Tinder, where you can like swipe left, swipe right. And then if you swipe right, then it moves over to favorites. And then from favorites, then you can, these are like the properties I'm running due diligence on. And then finally, you got your offers tab where you go make your offers. So this is where we're going with all this.
Or is it still a site?
It's going to be both. Like the site, this is going to be the first time we get the mobile app out. So that's coming. Probably the next couple of months we'll be dropping that. But it's going to be AI driven. The first version weren't, but the second version is going to be AI driven. And then also when people hit InvestorLift on the web, instead of just hottest deals, it's going to be like recommended deals, AI recommendations. But what we're going to do is also give that to you on the leads and the deals. So that AI that's recommending deals to you, it's going to work both ways, the same AI. So when you have your deal loaded up, it's going to say, hey, our AI thinks that these are the best buyers for those deals, but not just show you that on Dispo, but also on acquisitions.
Right.
How sick is that going to be?
Love it. So actually, funny you bring up acquisitions and InvestorLift. I talk about this all the time during my lives. InvestorLift helps me out tremendously during my acquisitions because I'm always using it to go in there and see how many buyers do I have in a location. So if you've watched any of my lives, you know almost actually over 50% of the contracts that I got in our most recent 50-day challenge were from Lead Zolo. So we're not controlling where the location is, where they're coming in. They're coming in all over. So when I get a lead and it's in Owego, New York, I don't know where Owego, New York is. So I have to then go into InvestorLift, see how many buyers I have, click on my cartel mode, and then see like what's their buyer score, what's their activity going on. Is it all just a bunch of realtors? And then it helps me there determine like, hey, am I setting my dispositions team up for success, or am I getting something in the middle of nowhere that even with InvestorLift we're not going to be able to sell? That's how I use it in acquisitions.
Yeah,
and it's helped a lot. So
absolutely. Let me share my screen. I'll show you one more thing that is very valuable on acquisitions. I don't know if you do this yet, but is the leads come in? So you can feed in. We give you a free PPC website, and you can, if you're using that website, all your leads are going to feed in automatically under the leads tab. Even if you're not using our site, you can just zap them in with Zapier. But any leads that come in, the idea of feeding the leads in here is it's not a CRM. You're not going to work your leads here. Okay, you're going to work them in your CRM. But if you have all your leads feeding here, then acquisitions, they can just come under leads, click on a lead, and they're going to see that God mode view. So they're going to see all the investor transactions that are happening around that deal. So like if I was on the phone trying to underwrite this deal, I can see, okay, this is a super hot area. Look at all these real estate investment transactions happening around this deal.
Right.
I can see that investors, within a 3-mile radius are buying at, just under 500,000, selling at around 625. They're making about 150K profit in about 165 days. So that is the average flip in this area. But then I can actually see a breakdown, like you were saying. I can see a breakdown of scores. We can actually toggle off the iBuyers here because the iBuyers overpay for everything. Filter out the iBuyers, and there we go. If I want to know who the biggest hedge fund is, look, buyer score 4 million. That's Amherst right there. And I got all the phone numbers already validated. Pinellas Equities, big, huge buyer. It's all there, locked and loaded, ready for you. So if I'm on the phone, I know exactly where I need to be with any deal. Super, super powerful.
Love it. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep dialing. Robert, I don't know how long you want to hang on here.
I'm good till 3 p.m.
All right.
Actually, wait. Let me check.
I'm selling this damn deal today. I mean, this is.
I'm good for 30 more minutes. Let's see if we can sell this thing the next 30 minutes.
I'm selling this deal today. I'm not stopping this damn video until it's sold. So
let's do it. That's what it takes.
Because I'm like you, bro. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, Closures Olympics, they just lock things up at whatever price. And it felt good to see you and Jerry and David all be like, no, this is a deal. Like, I would buy this deal if it was like in my market.
Yeah. If this was in my market, I'd buy it all day long. Because you come in for 79,000, you refi it out, even with 20% down, you're going to refi out. Let's say you had 20%, and so you refi out 80K. If you get 100K appraisal on it, 20K into it, you refi out 80, so you're refining out for more than you put into it, and then you got a free property that's cash flowing. You put a property manager in place. There's some students in it. It's a no-brainer.
Ooh. I'll be honest with you. I hate Google subscribers more than anything. I mean, it's just an instant hang up for me because it just screams like you learned how to wholesale in 2017. That's what it screams.
I'm going to refresh inquiries, see if we got any more inquiries in.
So I'm getting the text message of them. I think I've hit all of them that have come in.
Yeah, so what RJ's talking about, the system will text you every time you get a new inquiry, offer, or address request. Is the disposition manager. You can set it up to get an alert, and it's got the phone number on that text. It'll be like, hey, John just requested the address, or John just submitted an inquiry. Here's his phone number. You can just click it from the phone. It makes it super easy to be doing that real-time fast follow-up.
Oh, you got me.
I hate it when guys do that. Hello. Pause.
Oh, and
the
it's full.
He's think about how much money he's leaving on the table.
Oh, bro, so much. So talk about this, Robert. I brought up my buddy who was on here. He said that he texted me back. He said, I've never bought a property in Lubbock, Texas before. How could that happen? Is that like an entity with a similar name got connected to him? Or maybe someone connected him to an entity name that he wasn't an owner of?
Where did he show up? Did he show up in God mode, or did he show up in
right now it's James Dunwoody, and he showed up. I'm in neighbor buyers in Artemis mode.
Okay, so he just looked at a deal in Lubbock. That's what it is. He logged in.
Even under neighbor buyers?
Yeah, neighboring buyers, it's the same thing as your Artemis mode lead list. Your Artemis mode lead list shows you everyone that looked at your deal. When you click neighboring buyers, you get to go see their lead lists.
I got
from deals that were sold nearby. So that's what it is. He's one of the people that has looked at one of those deals that was sold nearby.
That's funny. I guarantee you, he watched the Closers Olympics. He went and viewed my property.
That's what
during
it is.
Dispo Day.
That's why I told people, I'm like, I'm not going to drop the URLs because you guys are going to screw up their lead lists.
He's like, yeah, dude, I only buy Kansas City.
Yeah, he's watching. That's what happened. He went and hit your deal during Closers Olympics. I told people, I'm like, do not hit this deal. Do not hit this deal. You're going to screw up their lead list. Oh, you guys are going to be getting calls. Oh, look at all these super hot leads I'm getting. Oh, is everyone watching live?
It also messes with the algorithm. Hey, Jason, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I'm calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Give me a call back, 817-915-6860. Thank you. Because that's going to make it go up further on the hottest property list on Lyft, right?
But on the flip side, it throws noise in the algorithm. But the algorithms are smart enough that even if you're mostly looking at deals in Kansas, you just have to be clicking on some deals in Texas like one or two times. The algorithm's smart enough to figure that out. That okay, no, this is a Kansas buyer. He's screwing around on the website. I got you a guy on God mode. I just got a skip trace back on the registered agent.
Hey, this is Josh. I'm so sorry that I missed your call, but if you can go ahead and get your name as well as the reason for your call, and I'll be sure to get right back to you. Thanks.
The mailbox is full and cannot.
There's a guy that did a deal. He's got a 7,000 buyer score. It's just one block away from your deal.
Nice.
Let me share my screen, okay? Because let me show you what I want you guys, if you're watching this, I want to show you what we're doing. Okay, so we've been hitting Artemis mode a lot. I feel, do you want to switch gears and do some God mode?
Yeah.
Let's do some God mode. Okay, so let me share my screen right now, and I'm going to work God mode. Now, God mode is typically slower, okay, especially in a major city. But in a market like this that is smaller, like the smaller the market, the more God mode. So I see property number 65 here, one block away. This was sold January 13th. Okay. Property Partner Solutions, they have a 7,000 buyer score. So they've done at least 7 deals in this area. Okay. This guy was quick in and out. He only held it for 14 days. But Sydney, what I did, so regularly if you skip trace an LLC, so like if I click skip trace up here, I'm skip tracing the LLC. Skip tracing LLCs is, there's actually no such thing as LLC skip tracing. People are like, I got the greatest LLC skip tracing. It's bullshit. There's no such thing as LLC skip tracing. All they're doing with LLC skip tracing is they're looking at the mailing address and pulling back any businesses that have been associated with that mailing address, any phone numbers. But a lot of people, they have an office or whatever, and there's 20 other businesses. So that's why when you do an LLC skip trace, a lot of times you're going to get a ton of different phone numbers that are associated with that. So what I like to do is I like to click on this company agents button and then pull in the registered agents. We use open corporates for that, right? If you ever want to look up the registered agent for a business, you can go on open corporates. And if I go like brand science LLC, all jurisdictions. Let's say I was trying to look up one of my LLCs. This is one of the ones I operate. Search brand science LLC, click into brand science LLC. And then boom, I can get the information on who is the registered agent. Okay, one officer available. This making me log in. Anyways, we bought all of that for you, so you can actually pull in the registered agent. So here I can see the registered agent is Cindy Hayward, and we got 2 phone numbers here. So on an LLC skip trace, you're going to get way more numbers, and maybe 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 is going to be accurate. If we take the extra time, look up the registered agent, you're not always going to get a hit, but if we get a hit, these are typically around 60 to 70% of the time we can actually get a hit on an accurate phone number. So why don't we call this guy, because he literally did a deal 1 block away. He was in and out in 14 days, but he's done 7 deals. So this is a legit real estate investor. Let's try these 2 phone numbers. And if we don't get it, then we're going to look him up on LinkedIn and online and see if we can find him. So there's the 2 numbers there. Gotcha. RJ, I'll drop those to you on chat. Sydney is his name. And while you're doing that, I'm going to Google him and see if I can find some backup phone numbers in case those two don't work.
Gotcha.
You have reached Terry Bednar. Please leave a detailed message and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Have a great day. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I actually have a property that I'm looking to sell in Lubbock, Texas, and I believe you might have flipped a house right around there. So if you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. So I think that was the name of the registered agent. It said Sydney.
Yep. 806 House Buyers, Renovations and Property Management, Sydney Hayward. He's on. I got his Instagram. You want to DM him on Instagram? It's 806 House Buyers. Here's the guy. Oh, and we got his website. You see how easy that was, guys? Do you want to call the second number? And if you don't get him on the second number,
that one right there.
We got his phone number right here.
On 702, what was it?
So there's two numbers I dropped on chat. And if did you call? You just called the first one or the second?
The first one, but it worked.
Oh,
I mean, it
worked. Try the second one too, because we might have gotten the business line, and then the second one could be a cell phone.
Thank you for calling 806 House Buyers. How can I help you?
Hi, is Sydney there?
I believe Sydney's actually not in the office right now. Is there anything that I can help you
Oh,
with?
possibly, yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm just looking to talk to somebody about a property I got in Lubbock that I want to assign today. Are you guys looking to pick up any more properties in Lubbock?
We definitely are. So you got a house you're looking to sell then?
I do. I'm a wholesaler, and I'm looking to assign it.
Okay. Well, normally, we definitely do work with wholesalers. Normally, we've got a pretty simple process as far as buying a house. Normally, I'd probably just need some more information about it to make sure that I think, it might be a good fit. And then if so, we probably want to actually take a look at the house. Then we can kind of get with you and figure out, numbers-wise and everything, how that would work.
Okay. You want me to give you the address real quick? Actually, I can also. Is this a cell phone number or is this a landline?
I could give you my cell phone number. That would probably make things a little bit easier.
Yeah. What's your cell phone number?
Yeah. So it's gonna be. Are you ready?
Yep.
806
Right.
702-7878.
And what's your name?
My name is Garrett.
Garrett.
That's right. And what was your name?
My name is RJ Bates. So I'm going to text you over a link to the property so you can see the pictures and whatnot, and then see if this is in an area. It's just south Texas Tech University. Honestly, the property doesn't need a whole lot to be rent ready. If anything, I think you could just spit on it and go ahead and rent it out to some students. I'm asking $79,000 for it. I put the ARV at 125, but just being honest with you, I mean, there was a property that sold in June for 145 and a property that sold in December for 167 in the area. So I think I'm being a little bit conservative on that. Are you guys doing buy and holds or are y'all doing fix and flips right now?
All the above.
So there you go.
I don't know necessarily exactly what we do with this one. It sounds like we definitely have a decent amount of rentals down there, so you may want to keep and hold this one. Trying to pull up the.
Yeah, actually, I called you guys because y'all bought a property, I think literally one street over from this.
Did we? Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, it definitely looks like whenever I'm trying to click to see the full address, it's saying to sign in or something like that. Do you know what the address is?
Yeah, it's 7 in Lubbock.
Well, I mean, to me, it definitely looks like something I think we'd be interested in. Do you know anything about the condition of it?
Yeah, do you have those pictures in front of you right there?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's rent ready. It's in good condition. So let me tell you the story here. I actually signed the contract with the seller on Saturday. It's an inherited property. The brother is the executor of the estate. So I signed the contract with him. You'll see that this property is listed on the MLS for $85,000. It's not supposed to be listed on the MLS. The sister signed a listing agreement with an agent that no one can get in touch with anymore. Sister doesn't have the ability to sign a listing agreement. So it's been on the market for a long time. And the reason why it's been on the market for a long time is because the brother can't get in touch with the realtor. So it's kind of like there's an absentee realtor and a crazy sister and a brother who's like, I'm the executor of the estate. So I'm the person that calls the shots and signs the agreements and stuff. So he's like, dude, I want this gone. I just want this out of my life. He's like, what can you do for me? And I'm like, dude, you have a good property. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of work that needs to be done. Pretty sure we can get this property taken care of for you. So at this point, you know, I don't have like a huge margin on this. Just want to get this taken care of for the brother so he can kind of get this out of his life.
No, I got you. That definitely makes sense. Do you think there's a time we can take a look at it today?
Yeah, I'll just be honest with you. I hate to do this because you sound like you guys are real deal. I just want to be transparent with you. I do have 2 or 3 other people looking at it, and I do think they're going to hit me back pretty soon. And I don't play the bid up game. Like I kind of do first come first serve. So just because I hate hitting back buyers and being like, hey man, I know I told you 79, but now it needs to be 85. Like I kind of just want to do this deal so I could potentially get you in, but I also just don't want to waste your time either if these other guys are going to hit me back. So are you guys kind of like, hey, we don't buy things, we have to do a walkthrough before we do anything?
Yeah, normally, normally we would want to probably see the inside of it.
Right.
I guess, in this case, I can see if we could, run some numbers, look at the pictures and everything you sent to us and see about it. But I mean, if we could get into it even in the next, hour or two, I could definitely make that work.
Okay.
If it be possible, I think we would like to probably see the inside.
I got you. One of the things I could do for you is I could make an agreement with you guys where it's contingent upon a walkthrough. I'm okay with doing that because I don't want to. But the reality of my situation is I'm gonna sit here on my butt until I get someone that decides they want to buy this deal. So it's like I wouldn't buy a property without seeing it either. So I can totally make an agreement with you that's contingent upon a walkthrough. Because looking at the numbers, do those numbers look like something that you guys normally buy at?
They do. I think what might be best, let me do a little bit of looking into a little bit of research, and I'll give you a call back. Would that be okay?
Yeah. And like I said, it's just first come, first serve. I got 2 other guys and a gal that are taking a look at this right now. And I just want to get this thing done. So let me know what you guys can do, and let's see if we can make a deal happen, okay?
Okay. Hey, that sounds good. I appreciate the call.
All right, Garrett. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love it.
So that right there was from your God mode based off of the deal.
Yeah. And what's interesting too, so it's interesting, this buyer actually was in the database. His LLC wasn't linked up yet. Pull up my screen real quick. So I just went and linked up his LLC. And when we look at him, check this out. So we go into the profile here. We go to Flips history. Look at this. Lubbock. All Lubbock.
But hold on. Go back up to that map. Look, can you zoom in on the location there on the map on where those properties are? It's our neighborhood.
Yeah, it's our neighborhood. Like
literally,
there's our deal. There's his.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I keep telling people, Clap Park, the Lubbock Arboretum, that we're right there, and there's his deals.
There's another guy here that I think could be good. Promised Land Properties. This guy's done 4 deals in the area. He held this one for 154 days. Sold in May 12th, 2012. And now I wasn't able to. Oh no, I did get a skip trace. Now I got a lot of phone numbers here. Okay, a lot of phone numbers. I did try to find his phone number on LinkedIn just to see if I could get you like a verified confirmed phone number. I was not able to get one on LinkedIn using Rocket Reach. By the way, Rocket Reach, I'll just show you how it works real quick. So once you get an account, you can just look up whoever you want. Like let's say I tried to look up my profile. So I'll use this a lot. I'll type in the name of the buyer plus LinkedIn plus their company name. And then you get this plug-in. And when you hit that plugged in, it'll pull in all this data from other sources, give you names, phone numbers, possible emails, possible phone numbers. And super easy way to find buyers. Now, I did get his email. Okay, so this is Eric Doby. Here's the guy right here. Got his email, and then we have a few skip trace results. So I think we should give this guy a shot because, like, you see how good that last buyer was?
Yeah.
Let's double down and try again. So I just dropped those in chat. And while you do that, I'm going to go build a buyer profile for this guy. I also got his Facebook page. Here's his Facebook page. You could DM him on Facebook as well. Dropping that. Eric Doby.
Oh, he buys rentals.
Yeah. Perfect buyer.
Please leave your message for.
Okay, so I just sent him a message. I have a property in Lubbock I want to sell. Let's see if I can get him to hit us back and see if he
DM'd him on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Beautiful. Drop him your. Did you drop him your phone number?
So
yeah, this is a perfect buyer. Do you want maybe try like 1 or 2 more numbers? Because we like this again is going to be a perfect buyer. 1 block away. He buys rentals. Like this is a dream buyer for us.
Yeah.
I got you another guy also did deals within a couple blocks radius. Daniel Chavez.
All right, let's give those a shot.
Got 2 phone numbers there. That's actually on the same street. Okay, so I'm going to mark that number as invalid.
Both of those numbers are no good for him.
Okay. When I Google him, it's all murder. He might be in jail.
Oh, jeez.
But maybe it could be a different guy. But okay, let's see what else we got in God mode. So what I'm looking for when I'm doing God mode is I'm looking for guys that have like decent buyer scores. Yo, let's go really tight. I'm gonna go really tight, half-mile radius.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up
your buyers. So here's our half-mile radius buyers. I'm gonna go buyer score high to low. Willful properties. Okay, here we got one here. FGMS Holdings, 40,000 buyer score.
See that Victory Crown Investments?
Yeah, that was one of our leads, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's looking at it right now.
Yep. CFMS Holdings. These like weird company names are oftentimes difficult to find, but it's all about. I mean, we do have a lot of phone numbers. Do you want to just take a shot at the first phone number here? I mean, this is gonna be LLC skip trace, but like, I mean, this guy's 40,000.
Drop it in the chat for me.
I'll give you the top 3 here. Vito is a registered agent, pretty high buyer score. Ooh, Genoa House Flippers, I like that. If those couple of numbers on weird LLCs like that, it's a little bit harder to get a good skip trace on them because they usually have a mailing address that's some corporate office and like. But I got a good one here.
What's the company name?
This is going to be FGMS Holdings.
Okay, so they hung up on me. Let's try it again.
If you don't get luck there, I got a really good one here for you. Jose. His company is I don't know how to pronounce it. Genoa House Flippers.
Hey, is Jose there? I'm looking for a house flipping company.
That's me. I'm Jonathan. How can I help you?
Oh, hi, Jonathan. I'm sorry about that. I've got a property in Lubbock on 44th Street that I'm looking to sell. Just want to reach out to you guys and see if y'all are looking to pick up any properties right now.
Absolutely. Will you text me the address?
Yeah, let me, actually, I can send you a link where it's got pictures and everything on it.
Oh, okay. Is it your property or?
No, I'm wholesaling it.
Oh, I got you. Can you tell me what your name is?
My name is RJ Bates. My company is Titanium Investments. Yeah, so it's, are you guys doing rentals or are y'all doing flips? So on a rental side, it doesn't need anything. I mean, it's ready to go. I mean, it's just south of Texas Tech University. So I mean, it could be rent ready right now. We're asking $79,000 for it. Let me, because you have to like log in and all that to see the address. Let me just text that to you. But from a flip side, I have the ARV at 125, but I think I'm being pretty conservative on that because I've got a comp in June. It sold for 145. And then I've got another comp back in December for 167 right there in the little neighborhood. So I mean, honestly, you could flip or keep this one as a rental. You've got both plays on it.
I got you. Do you know anything about it? Does it have central heat in there? Is electrical updated?
Yeah,
the plumbing.
Yeah, it's a good property from that perspective because it's been occupied. It's a inheritance. The brother and the sister took it over, and basically what happened here is that the sister actually, without the brother's permission, listed it on the MLS with a realtor, but she doesn't have the rights to do that. And I think the realtor found out, and so the realtor's unresponsive. So you'll see it's listed on the MLS for $85,000. The brother is the executor of the estate, so I talked to him on Saturday, and he's like, dude, I need this property gone. But yeah, it does have central air. It, like I said, it's been lived in. It's been well maintained. There's not really a whole lot wrong with it as far as the rental goes. And it's also in a condition where it could be flipped as well. So, but major systems wise, everything's functional. Everything's working. It doesn't need anything to be rent ready.
All right. Let me look it up and I'll let you know.
Okay. just full transparency with you, you know, I do have quite a bit of people already looking at it. I don't know how quickly you guys made decisions, but I am wanting to try to move this property today. So if it's possible for you to kind of take a look at it, let me know here pretty quickly. I do have 2 different guys looking at it and a gal here up here in Fort Worth. She's looking at it as well. So just let me know what you guys can do. And like I said, I'll try to get this thing taken care of today.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. A good lead right there.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like in these more rural markets, God mode is the shit.
Yeah,
it really is. So that was a killer lead. And let's share my screen again.
So what's funny is Promised Land Properties hit me back. Says he buys in South Carolina only. Now, funny thing about it,
we might have gotten the wrong Promised Land Properties on Facebook because I just put Promised Land Properties. So there's probably another one with the same name. But take a look at this. So this is that company we just talked to. Look at all the flips they're doing in Lubbock. Pull up my screen when you have a chance.
Hold on, I was dispoing my 2 South Carolina deals.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Tag him.
We're still dispoing over here, man.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing about dispo. Like if they don't want what you got, take a shot at something else. Do you see my screen?
Yep.
So this is the company we just talked to. Look at all the deals they're doing in Lubbock. And right in our area, look, they've already done 2. Our deal's like right here. They've done 2 within a few block radius. Okay. Let's switch back over to camera and let me find you another one. So Kevin Sanders, this guy, buyer score 8,000, which I love. We do have a lot of phone numbers here, but let's take a shot at them.
Okay.
I'm going to try to find you a verified phone number while you do that, while you take a few shots at the skip trace results.
His name's Kevin. Got it.
Yeah. It looks like he's an agent, or maybe not. I don't.
Hello?
Hey, it's Kevin there.
This is Kevin.
Hey, Kevin, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
I got you where you bought a couple properties there in Lubbock, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you looking to pick up any more rentals or flips in that area?
Possibly.
Alrighty. I've got a property I'm looking to assign in just south of Texas Tech, right there by Clapp Park. I'm on 44th Street. Is that an area that you purchase in?
44th and what?
Good question. Let me pull up 44th and Avenue.
It's a little sketchy, but I'd look at it probably.
I feel you. So this could be a rental or a flip. I'm asking $79,000 for it. It really doesn't need anything to be a rental. It's already rent ready. Flip wise, it could be updated and to max the value. You know, I've got a comp in the area for 145 back in June. I got another one for 167 back in December. So, you know, it could go as high as that if you really wanted to do it as a flip. But rental-wise, doesn't need a whole lot. 2 bed, 1 bath. I got rent comps going for about $1,300 in the area.
Okay. Yeah, text it to me. Is there a way I can look inside? Or are you? I notice you have an 817 number. Is that are you in Dallas area?
Yeah, I'm based out of Fort Worth, but we wholesale all across the country. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I could get you in there, but you know, I need to call the owners, let them know, and then.
So they're still living there?
No. It's going to be vacant. It's actually an inherited property, so kind of a unique situation. Brother is the executor of the estate. He doesn't like his crazy sister, and apparently she doesn't like him. So she went and she listed the property on the MLS, and she doesn't even really have the ability to do that. So, because she's not the executor of the estate. So there's basically an absentee realtor. So it's kind of a weird situation. But the brother's like, listen, I'm the executor of the estate. I'm selling this property. Signed a contract with me. He hasn't heard from the realtor ever. We don't know if she died or what's going on there. So kind of a unique situation. So that's why it's like, hey, I need to check with them if we really want to get a walk through.
Is it on the MLS?
It was on yes, it is on the MLS for $85,000.
Okay.
But like I said, that realtor is unresponsive and is.
I've got a realtor who's a friend of mine. I could probably, if it's got a fob on it, we could probably just
go by there. Right.
And see if I can set up.
Yep.
With her if that works. Okay, let me drive by it first, and
How'd you get my number?
Dude, this is my job, man. I gotta go find the buyers. I've seen you bought properties in the area, so I'm going out and I'm finding y'all. Somebody gonna buy this today.
Yeah, well, that's pretty smart. Okay, well, very good. Well, I'll go take a look and see what I think.
Okay, sounds good. Let me know.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Sick. Another. I didn't catch it. He said he has a realtor friend.
Well, you said
This
agent.
guy's.
So is it?
I thought for a second I thought he was an agent. Then I was like, oh no, it's registered agent. No, this guy's a house flipper. So
funny
I just
enough,
pulled up.
South Carolina guy just sent me a message and said, "How much for those properties?" So
boom, that's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna sell deals in South Carolina too.
But this is what you do right here. I mean, this is how you generate activity. So now I've got to look at those properties.
Yeah, go do that. I'm gonna go tee you up with some more leads from God Mode. I got Kevin Carson here. This guy should be decent. I'm going. My strategy here is to go super low because here's the thing. One of the objections we've heard over and over and over again is I don't like that part of town. Okay, so no. Go ahead.
Hello, this is RJ.
RJ, I received an email from, I guess, your company and stuff that you guys have a property in Lubbock.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that like, can it go a regular FHA or no?
I mean, it's a wholesale property, so I mean, I would prefer not to go FHA because I need it to close relatively quickly. Is that the only kind of financing that you guys have currently?
Well, there's it's gonna be a student, and so he applied with his brother for an FHA. We actually had put an offer for a home in Lubbock, but they rejected our offer and got I guess that the agent had another client, I guess, and they went for the other client.
I got you.
He's already approved through my loan officer, and we've been working together for 10 years, and we're fast, but I don't know how fast you want it to close.
Well, how fast can you close?
If it goes FHA and everything goes smoothly, she usually tries to do under 30 days, but then she tops it off at the 30 days. She don't go past that.
Okay, so I need to close by the end of the month. If you guys could do that, I mean, I normally don't like to do that. Are you? So you're representing them as a realtor, correct?
Yes, sir.
Who would be paying your commission? Because this is a wholesale deal, so normally, I know you're used to the sellers paying your commission, but who's going to pay your commission out of this?
I would have to talk to them.
Okay.
I just saw you. I never do this either myself. I never call back on the emails at all. So,
right.
But he's been looking for a while, and I don't know if it's possible or not, but I can talk to the lender where we can just roll up a commission for him because he's approved up to 160 or around there. 165 was the offer we put on another house. So I don't know if you have something between that range that you think may go FHA if you think this one won't.
Well, here's the thing. I do think this could go FHA. And I'm willing to work with you guys, especially if you're willing to go higher on the price where I ignore all of the investors, because then the juice is worth the squeeze for me. Right. To kind of deal with y'all's lending situation there. So, have you talked to him about this property?
No. I just saw it. We usually play at the Y together, and last night we were talking about we haven't seen much houses out there. What's the address on this one? Because there's a certain neighborhood we don't want to be in on the east side.
This is 17th Street.
Hold on, sir. Let me go inside because I was driving. Let me go into the house and get a pen and paper. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead again with the address.
Street.
And this one it's a 2-bedroom?
It's a 2-bed, 1-bath.
And then maybe you can talk to, and I'll just put here on my notes, maybe you can talk about an FHA maybe.
I mean, like I said, I'm willing to do it. But it just the money matters, I mean, because here's the reality. I mean, I've already got like 2 or 3 investors looking at it right now where they're going to come in with cash offers and they can close next week. Now, if I get more money and I close later this month, well, then that's great. I'm willing to do that because they're going to beat me up and be like, I can do 78, I can do 77, If you guys come in and hit me with a bigger number and it's closed later this month, then I'm willing to do that.
Okay.
Is that in the neighborhood or is it not in the neighborhood that they're looking in?
Yeah, because we actually had a because we're all from Dumas, and we head out last week over there. And we just literally, man, we were just driving each street we were driving and calling numbers, and so that's when we got familiar with the neighborhoods, which neighborhoods were no good for him and which ones were from his priority.
Right.
So we were around 36th Street, all those streets, 8th Street, all those, whatever's close to Texas Tech.
And you're okay with those?
Yeah, he was fine with those. We just couldn't find anything. Everything we called was over 200 and something, and the ones that were 160, I mean, they were super mega old homes that were outdated and little bitty houses. And he's like, I'm not gonna spend 160 on something like this. And it was closer to these streets that we're looking at right now.
Right. Did you see the pictures of the inside of this?
No. Like I said, I've never done this before. I don't know. Something just told me give you guys a call, but I don't do this. I just go straight to realtor.com and whatever shows up there. If it's not on our system, I go off of that, but I never go off of the emails I get.
I gotcha. Well, yeah, I just sent you the link again so you can see the pictures. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, let me know if it's something that you guys would be interested in, and if you guys want to make an offer on it. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll ask. I'm fixing to call Veronica, the lender, and ask her if that's a possibility, so they don't have to pull out the commission from their pocket. And then see how that goes as well. I
mean, if you just increase the price to cover your commission as well. I mean, again, like it all just depends on what the offer amount is.
Okay.
So I don't think you need to call the lender. You could just roll it in and just do a normal 3% for you just on your price.
Oh, okay. And then that way we go off of that.
Right.
But it's gonna, on your CD, on the final CD, it'll come out like if it came from you, right?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, let me make some calls out. I know he was gonna leave to New Mexico this weekend, so we were trying to find something else to go look at and stuff like that. But I will let me look on this one, on your link and everything, and then I'll call the lender out and see what she thinks and send her the link and see if it's gonna pass for her. Maybe they can qualify for a conventional. I don't know. The brother's helping them co-sign.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah. Let me know.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sick.
I'm calling this one right here, dude. This Raider Rentals.
Dude, this guy, 19 flips in the area. And he runs a property management company as well.
Gotta be the buyer.
This is the buyer. If we can get him on the phone. Oh, I got another phone number for him from his buyer profile too. If that one doesn't work, here's a mobile from his InvestorLift buyer profile.
Good afternoon, Clinic.
Hello. Is this Raider Rentals?
No, it's not. That would be Shanna. I can transfer you over.
He's an agent as well.
Perfect. My voice just cut out like I was 13.
So he's a realtor as well. The last number there that I just dropped, that'll be his cell phone number from his InvestorLift buyer profile.
She's transferring me to Raider Rentals. So, hi, is this Shanna?
Shanna?
Hey, Shanna, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing?
Good. Who's it?
So,
Titanium Investments.
yes, ma'am. So I have a property that I'm looking to sell, y'all's neck of the woods there in Lubbock. And I see that y'all have bought quite a few properties. This property that I'm looking to sell is just south of Texas Tech University. Are you guys looking to pick up any more properties right now?
It's possible. I don't really deal with that.
Oh, they told me that you were the person I needed to talk to. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, I can take your information and pass it along.
Well, who's the person I need to talk to?
Well, I'm really will have to figure that out, but I can. Is there is a certain address? I can take down the address and your telephone number.
Yeah, it's 1715.
Just a second. Let me find something. Sorry, I'm in an old house right now. Hold on. 17. And what was your number?
My number is
0. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
My name is RJ Bates.
RJ Bates. Okay. All right. Well, I'll pass this along, and somebody will give you a call back.
Okay, thank you. So I'm pretty sure she's a property manager.
Yeah, call that last number. That's his cell phone number off his buyer profile. And I got another smoking hot one for you right after this.
Hello? Hey, is Rick there?
All right, we got another number in there in the middle, the 806-543.
I don't think I ever called this Kevin Carlson.
Yeah, give it a shot. All right, I got a really hot one. Do you want a hot one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy, local real estate investor, I believe his name is Austin. I'm going to drop you 2 phone numbers. His company name is Thunder Sun Homes. Local
Okay.
cash buyer. He's got a pretty good score in the area. He's done stuff. So what I was saying before you jump on the phone is a lot of times what I'll do is I'll go wide. I'll go like 5-mile radius and go for the highest buyer scores. But in this one, because some people don't like the area, I'm going 0.5 miles and looking at guys that have bought stuff nearby with high scores. Like they've already bought in that neighborhood. So we know that they're willing to buy in that neighborhood.
Which is funny because some of these people's feedback has been, well, I don't know about that area. It's
Yeah,
like
we're just
almost like-
basically we're going to remove that objection by going super, super close to the property.
Hi, this is Marge from Thunder Sun Go. How can I help you?
Hey, Marge, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. Just calling about a property that I have for sale there in Lubbock. Wanted to see if I could talk to someone about y'all potentially purchasing it.
Yeah, for sure. You got the right person then. There with me. Let me just put on some markers here. Hold on for a sec. Can you tell me the exact address of this property?
I can. Is this a cell phone? Can I text this number?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Would you
cool.
like me to text the address?
Yeah, I was going to text over also the pictures so you could see that as well.
Oh, sounds good. Okay. Yeah. While you're on the phone, while you're also about to text the exact address, I can give you time to text the address first so you don't have
I've got it over to you already.
cool. Okay.
We got a VA on the phone. This is a VA.
Receiving it now. I just wanted to ask though, how did you find us?
I'm a real estate investor, so I've got all the tools. See you guys purchase properties in the area and wanted to reach out and see, trying to get this thing moved today.
Oh, you wanted it to be closed as soon as possible. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm a wholesaler, so I just trying to get this thing moved. So are you an actual decision maker, or do you work for Thunder Sun?
Actually, I work for Thunder Sun, but I can get you close to the decision maker, and we can make it happen as soon as possible. I just have some few questions about the property, if you don't mind. So we can gauge your numbers here. That'd be okay?
Okay.
Okay. What's the exact condition of the property now? Like, do we have to think of repairs?
Yeah, that's why I sent you that link. I mean, it's got pictures in it and everything like that. It's rent ready. I mean, it could be both a rental or a flip, but that's why I sent over that link so you can see all the square foot, bed bath count, the pictures, everything like that.
Okay, right. It's just actually still loading on our end, but so hold on for a sec. I got the address now. Okay, so it's not exactly there. What's the reason of you selling this property or you trying to liquidate this?
I'm a wholesaler. I'm a wholesaler. Yeah, I'm wholesaling the property.
Yeah, you're talking to a VA
And your
for sure.
price is the one listed on that link, which is $79,000.
Yes, that's the price, $79,000.
Okay, right. Got it now. There. So the property it's vacant now, right? Is it
Correct. It'll come vacant. Yes.
Okay. How soon can we actually check the property so we can make it happen and close the deal if ever we agree on the numbers?
I have a feeling that the property is going to be sold today. So as quickly as you guys can make a decision, that's what I'm going to need from you guys, because I already have quite a few buyers already looking at it.
Oh, okay. I like what you're telling me there. There's a lot of competition.
Yes.
Okay, we're challenged on that. So is it possible for us to see it today?
I would need to call the owners and get access for it, but so I can do that, but I would just need to know what time you guys want to go see it.
4 p.m. would be available for us to check the property.
Okay. Let me call and see, and then see if that can work for you guys. So let me call the owners and see if I can make that time, and I'll give you a call back. Okay.
Okay. My direct number, you can call the number here, or I can give you my number if you want.
Yeah, I've got the number here.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I've talked to worse VAs.
Yeah,
I mean-
definitely VA. We do have another number on this. This was Phil, right? Phil Placia. Okay, there's another number there that I pulled off of his investment buyer profile. Let's try giving that a ring in case we might hit his actual cell phone number.
Oh, no,
So I
this
feel like
is
with
funny.
the VA,
This guy, actually, I've talked to him in the past about attending the Crucible.
really.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
yeah, let me call him. Probably going to think I'm trying to sell him the Crucible because he never came.
Maybe you do 2-for-1, sell him a Crucible
Right.
and sell him a deal.
Not available.
Hey, Philip, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. It's called about a property that I have available in your neck of the woods, man. It's just south of Texas Tech. I think it's in an area that you've actually done a couple of deals in. So I wanted to see if you guys were wanting to pick up any more flips or rentals. It could be either or. So give me a shout back, 817-915-6860. Thank you.
That's beautiful. So we already had his validated phone number.
So I text those buyers back, the big ones, and I was like, hey, any update? Because they said they were sitting down at 12:35. It's 1:57. So we're talking about an hour and 20 minutes. And then Ricky, haven't heard from him either.
I got another one here. John Rogers. This guy's done 8 deals in the area. Also done a deal right nearby. Oh, shit. This guy might be dead.
This John Keith?
John Keith Rogers. There's 2 John Rogers show up on Google. One just died. One's 56 years old. Hopefully it's the 56-year-old.
Okay. Hey, John, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments calling about a property I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Looks like you've picked up some properties there in the area before. You could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you.
Yeah, this is his phone number. That is his phone number. It's verified. He actually opted in for text messaging as well. So that should be a good lead if he calls back. I'm going to get you some other ones teed up. While I do that, I'm going to look through Godmill. Yeah, so that guy's done 8 deals in Lubbock that we know of, at least 8. Check Artemis, see if we or inquiries. Do you want to take a look at inquiries, see if we got anything new?
Yep.
Canceling it. I'm supposed to do it at 3 o'clock. I'm just push you on my calls. We're staying on until we sell this.
Now I feel like we're getting into the point where that Cody, the 6-shooter guy, is coming back into play. I originally thought maybe not because he said, I need through the afternoon and then I'll get back to you because I'm out of property.
Yeah.
Now we're hitting that couple hour mark.
You want to hit him again?
I think he's a straight shooter. I saw that he went and requested the address right after I sent it to him, and he said, I'm going to run my numbers.
Yeah, I like that. Why don't we hit him again? I got another good one for you, Chris. After you're off with him, I got a guy done 8 deals in the area. I got 3 phone numbers for him. One of them I just pulled off of his Facebook page. I'll drop you his Facebook page as well because I think it's worth sending a DM.
It's weird. This is the phone number.
That's the first one under Chris?
Yeah, and it's the phone number on their Facebook page too.
Try the other 2.
Yeah.
Usually the Facebook ones are pretty accurate, but not always. Whoever has another deal to sell in Lubbock, Texas is going to have such an easy job because we've just validated and built up profiles for all. I've been building up profiles this whole time. Every single person we talk to, I'm building up a profile, linking up the LLCs, putting in the phone numbers.
Hello, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I was looking for, I guess it's the Bednar's group. Is that you?
Yes.
Awesome.
I think I'm following you on TikTok.
Oh, yeah? Hello, this is RJ. That guy?
That's funny. We actually do wholesaling ourselves.
Awesome. Are you guys, are you buying any properties in Lubbock right now, or are you just wholesaling?
Well, we do kind of all sorts of different things. I guess cash offers is where our main thing is.
I got you.
But yeah, I would say our bread and butter is probably that.
Okay. Well, funny enough, since you follow me, this weekend we did what's called the Closers Olympics. It was a competition to see who could close deals better than anyone. And I won, and I locked up a deal in Lubbock on Saturday. And well, now I need to sell it, right? So
we're on YouTube.
I'm wanting to sell this property. It's on 44th Street, just south of Texas Tech. I need $79K for it. It basically doesn't need anything to be a rental. Fix and flip wise, got comps 125, but got one in 145 back in June and another one at 167 in December. So from a flip perspective, we could work there. Rental wise, I saw rental comps anywhere $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, and then right there in the proximity to the school, feel like it's a pretty decent area. So
Yeah. Okay, what's the full address?
So 1715 44th Street. And actually, funny enough, you'll be able to find pictures of it on the MLS because it's listed on the MLS, but it shouldn't be. So the reason why it's listed on the MLS is this is an inherited property. Sister is not the decision maker. The brother is the executor of the estate. Sister decided to go list it on MLS with a realtor, and the realtor is now Casper the Ghost. No one can get a hold of her. Brother says he's never talked to her. He's like, I don't understand what's happening, but I'm the executor of the estate. This is my property to sell. So I'm signing a contract with you, sign it on Saturday. So there's pictures on Zillow and Redfin and stuff like that. I also just text you over a link for the property as well. But yeah, man, like I said, I want to get this property moved today so I don't have to keep trying to sell this property I locked up on Saturday.
Yeah.
By the way, I won the competition.
I don't doubt it. I'll ask you a lot. Believe it or not. That's interesting. Wow. Wait, so how did you actually get my number?
I tracked you down. That's what I do, man.
You're live on YouTube,
on InvestorLift. We found you on God mode, and what that essentially does is it shows properties that you've bought before. And then I went to your Facebook group and I called the number, or Facebook page, and called that number, and I didn't like it. So then I messaged you and I said I have a property for sale, but then I found your cell phone number by skip tracing you.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know the process, but that's funny. Okay, well, let me see. Let me run kind of my own numbers and stuff like that, and then let me bring it over to my dispositions and see if it's something that we would be able to do. I don't know if there's a problem with it being listed.
Okay. Well, yeah, man, take a look at it and let me know what you can do, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right, appreciate you.
Yep. All right, see you, man.
Bye-bye. Hello, this is RJ.
RJ, this is Phil. I had a missed call.
Yes, sir. I was calling. Do you remember talking to me a while back about the Crucible?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm calling you because I got a property in Lubbock and I need you to buy it from me.
Let's do it, man.
All right. It's 17th Street. I'm texting you over a link right now so you can take a look at the pictures and stuff.
1715 44th. Okay, yep, I know where that's at. It's man, that's more of a rental area.
Yep. And it's perfect. It's ready to go as a rental right now.
Okay. Yeah, shoot me the details, man. I'm not in Lubbock now. I'll be there tomorrow afternoon, and I should be able to take a look at it.
Well, the good news is that DocuSign works everywhere. You don't have to be in Lubbock to sign the assignment. So.
Well, I gotta look at it, man. I can send my guy over there. He's there in town. My acquisitions guy needs to look at it.
I got you. So the only thing I need to do there is I just need to check with the owner just to see. So if you really do want to send them by there to go take a look at it, I can go call the seller and get access and whatnot. But man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got this property signed up during the Closers Olympics, and I want to get this thing done as soon as possible because it's my problem now. So.
Yeah, for sure. I got you. Okay. Well, like if the numbers, look good and all that, I mean, I don't see why not. But send me the details. I'll look at it.
Yeah, we're asking 79 on it. I've got, I put the ARV at 125, but I'll be honest with you, I think that's being very conservative. There was a comp in June that sold for 145, and then there was another one that sold in December for 167. Right there in the neighborhood. So I feel like I'm being as conservative as I possibly can be with that 125. But like I said, it doesn't need anything to be a rental right now, and it's just a couple blocks south of Tech. So.
Gotcha. How many bedrooms?
2.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, RJ. I appreciate you reaching out to me, brother.
All right, man. Let me know.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Good call back there.
Yep.
Got you 3 more solid from God Mode. Gerald Massey. These guys are all guys that have been doing their deals right in the area.
So the Promised Land Properties is asking me questions about my South Carolina deals.
Go sell them a South Carolina deal. Let's sell about cash and checks.
Through Facebook Messenger. I love it.
That's why, don't be afraid to use Facebook. Use every tool. Do you remember we called someone named Jackie Wooford? Henry Santos? Henry Santos? Do we call Henry Santos? So. This is another guy that might be good. Big buyer.
Says he's going to check those out. All right. He just got out of a meeting with a client of his, said he would update me shortly.
Which buyer is that?
This is the big guys that he said, I'm sitting down with him shortly at 12:35. And then at 1:49, it said any update. And then he said he just got out of a meeting with a client of his. So I don't understand what's happening here. I feel like there's a daisy chain effect happening.
Might be hitting his local buyers.
But he
Probably
said
calling the same
that it was
people as
my guy
us.
Jared. That's what he called him, which we haven't come across a Jared.
Not yet.
So,
but Jared might be someone on his team.
Right. And then he said he got out of a meeting with one of his clients. Interesting. But remember, that was the big company where they were having the meeting.
Yep. Seemed pretty legit.
Hey, Gerald, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing? Hey, man, I got a property in Lubbock on 44th Street, just south of Tech. Are you looking to pick up any properties over there?
Tell me about that one.
It's 1 street. It's rent ready. It doesn't need anything to be rented. I'm asking $79,000. I've got comps anywhere, back in December 167, June 145. We've got some lower ones in the 125 range. But as far as the rental goes, it doesn't need anything.
Yeah, I'm needing a 4-bedroom right now.
You need a 4-bedroom?
Sure.
This is just a 2-bed, 1 bath. You're only looking to pick up a 4-bedroom? That's it?
Well, at the moment, I'm in an urgent need for one. I have one of my renters need to move out, and I didn't want to lose them. So I'm trying to put them, even if it's a 3, I can convert the garage or convert, one of the extra dining areas or whatever into another bedroom.
I got you.
Do you have my email where you can send me over what you got, and I can take, because I'm driving, I can't even think right now, but I can pull over after a little while and look at that email, and I might be able to take one off your hands.
Yeah, but this is the only one I got in Lubbock right now. What you needed needs to be in Lubbock, right?
Yeah, so 17. Did you say 1715, or what did you say?
Yeah, 7. I'm sending it over to you right now.
Okay, sweet. All right, let me have a look at it, and I'll call back.
Okay, but like you said, it's pretty much only you just need that. You're not looking to pick up anything else outside of just a 4-bedroom?
Well, you said you don't have anything else in Lubbock anyway, but I'll be entertaining anything you got.
Dude, this is a good deal, but I'm looking to move it, ASAP. I need somebody to move it. So I don't know. That's an area that you're looking to pick up deals in, right?
Oh yeah, all over the place. And yeah, generally Lubbock, unless it's like Wolford or somewhere kind of close by.
But this is like, you don't have to even touch it to be able to rent it out.
Let me have a look at it, and I'll reach back out to you.
Okay. Well, I sent it over to you. You got pictures right there, and then I gave you the address. So take a look at it and let me know, because I'm trying to get this thing moved today.
Sweet. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Which buyer was that? Gerald, I think was it?
Yeah, Gerald.
Where did he come from?
You put it on here at 204.
204. I can't see timestamps. Okay, I just dropped a bunch
Gerald
more. Massey. Gerald Massey. Beautiful. Ask him for his email. Then I can build a buyer profile.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, we already got a buyer profile. We're good. Jason Ratcliffe. This guy's done 4 in the area.
Okay, so this is interesting. A buyer had their realtor call me, and while I was on the phone, she left me a voicemail.
Interesting.
Well, let's listen to the. Hello, this is RJ.
RJ, this is Mark Open. I missed a call from this number just a little bit ago.
Yes, sir, Mark. I was reaching out to see if you were looking to buy any properties in the Lubbock area.
Oh, at the right price, potentially.
Did you wake up this morning saying, I want to buy a property for $79,000?
Well, I wake up every morning thinking I might want to buy a property for $79,000. But you never know what it is. I'll buy any house in town at a price, and there's not a house in town I want at another price. So we'll see what you have, man.
I got 7th Street, just sent over I'd send you a text with link with pictures.
Yeah, send me a link with pictures, and I'll take a look at it, and I'll look at comparable sales.
That's for the email.
For us, I'll get in touch with you.
I can tell you right now, I got comps ranging as high as 167 back in December, 145 in June. Got some others in the 120 range. Rent wise, you wouldn't have to do anything to the property. It's already in really good condition.
I don't want any more rentals. I've got all the rentals I want. I've got over 100 of them and don't want any more, but I'd be interested in something if it'd be a decent flip.
Well, like I said, 145, 167.
Okay.
This is 1124 square feet. So
yeah, send me what you got on this one, and I'll for sure take a look at it. But keep me on your short list. I'm buying stuff all the time, and even when I'm not buying stuff, I'm a realtor also. I'll work with a bunch of investors, and that are always looking. So if I'm not looking, I've always got somebody looking. So keep me on your short list and send me the pictures and info on this one on 40th or 44th or whatever it was, and I'll take a look at it.
yeah, so it's in your text message right now. When do you think you'll be able to take a look at it?
So I'll be able to look at it here in just a second. I won't be able to look at comps, which not that I don't trust it, but I always want to run my own.
I got you.
So I don't know that I'll be able to run comps till later this evening or potentially tomorrow, but I can look at it here pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know because I mean, I'm just gonna beat the hell out of these phones until somebody buys it.
Yeah,
So
man. Well, heck, you get it sold before I get back to you. More power to you. That's great. But I'll look at it as soon as I can, and I'll let you know. But keep me on your short list of people that you stay in touch with, if you don't mind.
all right, Mark. Appreciate you.
All right. Hey, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Not a good lead. 100 rentals. Solid buyer.
So that was Mark Oatman. Do you want to update that one?
That was Mark? I thought it was Jason.
No, Mark Oatman.
Hello, this is Jason.
Hey, Jason, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I was reaching out to see if you're currently buying any properties there in Lubbock.
I'm always looking. I mean, between myself or a little network that I have, we're always looking. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, I've got a property on 4th Street that I'm looking to sign today. Just text you over some pictures. I'll give you the address here. Are you looking for rentals or are you looking for flips?
I do a little bit of both. Just depends on what the backside value would be and what our rent rates might be. And, just kind of, I guess I would tell you I assess each property individually and decide that way.
Gotcha. So the thing on this one is it's just south of Tech, and it doesn't need any work as far as a rental goes. Like it's ready to be a rental. I'm asking $79,000 for it. Looks like you can probably rent it out for $1,200 to $1,300 a month. And then as far as after repair value goes, I've got comps going back. June there was a property that sold for $145. That was a flip. I got $167 going back in December. And then of course we've got other ones that weren't flipped. They weren't maxed out, going in the like 125, 130 range. This could be either a great rental for cash flow or it could be a flip, in my opinion.
Okay, well, cool. You said you texted over some pictures, address, and everything?
I did.
Okay, great. You said your name was RJ?
RJ Bates. Yes, sir.
All right, RJ. Well, thanks for sending that. Let me take a look and I'll shoot you a text and let you know.
All right. Thank you, Jason.
Appreciate it.
All
Thanks
right,
for
bye-bye.
calling. All right, bye-bye.
That was Jason Ratliff.
Yeah.
On these next few, I do not have emails, so see if you can get their email because we can put them in the buyer list.
Lubbock's becoming a stronger market for InvestorLift.
The number you are trying to call is not reachable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so guys, if you're watching this, the beautiful thing about what we're doing right now is I'm building out all these buyer profiles. So like every time anyone on InvestorLift on any level comes back in, all the work we just did building up these buyer profiles, everyone else is going to be able to piggyback off of. This Ted guy actually might be dead. Yeah, shit. Looks like he died last year. All right, scratch that one. Henry Santos. This guy's national. They do deals all over the country.
I tried calling them earlier. Okay, we just got a new buyer signed up and an address request.
Let's call him right away.
Yep, Lisa.
The person you are trying to reach is not acceptable.
And Lisa doesn't want to be contacted.
I'll try to track her down when you hit these other ones.
Yeah.
I got Lisa. Andrew, she's a realtor. Here's the real number for Lisa. Sorry, Lisa, I'm going to update your buyer profile with your new phone number. You can't hide from InvestorLift. We will find you.
Hey, Chad, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I'm reaching out about a property in Lubbock, Texas that I'm looking to sell. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. So on Chad, it's the 777 number. That's his phone number.
777-6191. That's the legit one.
1690. The second
1690.
one.
Okay. I'm going to go validate that. Pay it forwards for the next guy moving the deal here.
Right. This is also a lesson for so many people that use InvestorLift to realize, to fully maximize the tool. you have to work it.
You gotta work it. Yeah, especially in rural.
Like,
But like we're getting in contact with all the players. All the players.
Hi, this is Tony Boyd, and you've reached my voicemail. Please leave your name and number, and I'll call you back just as soon as possible. Thanks. Have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
hey, Tony, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I'm calling about a property that I'm looking to sell in Lubbock, Texas. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. Like so many people that I know that have jumped on InvestorLift and then they jumped out. They were like, oh man, I used it for like a month and I tried to, blast all my deals out and I didn't sell anything. And it's like, dude, it's not MailChimp.
Yeah. It's not magic. Like we try to get as close to magic as possible, but like you can't. There's this misconception that you're just going to send out a deal and someone's just going to buy it and like it's just going to sell your deals on autopilot. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist anywhere in the world.
Dude, do you see how many buyers we've talked to that just straight up are like, oh man, 44th Street. Yeah, I'm for sure buying in that area. They didn't even know the deal existed.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, Lisa, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you? Good. Hey, you just requested some information about my property there on 44th Street. Wanted to give you a shout, see if I could answer any questions for you.
I've sent it over to my client, so we'll see what he says.
Gotcha. Is that client looking for rentals, flips? What are they looking for?
Well, technically I sent it to for investors who they either burr or they hold.
Nice. What's perfect for them?
Yeah, so we'll see if anybody grabs it.
Awesome. Well, yeah, let me know. Love to get this thing moved relatively quickly. I'm not leaving my desk until I sell this thing today. So hopefully you can call me back pretty quickly because otherwise I'm going to have to pee myself pretty soon. So,
well, let me just tell you, my clients are not quick to respond.
I got you. All right. Well, I'll see what I can do on the phones then. Let me know if you hear back from them, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. Bye-bye. God, what a miserable existence. I just daisy chain wholesalers deals, and I send them to my buyers, and they ignore me.
Oh, my God. All right, let me give you some more leads here.
Okay, one of those guys that I just talked to, let me see. I think this is the one that we really liked, Gerald.
Gerald? Nice.
He just hit me back and said, what's the occupancy? Any chance I can get a walkthrough? No, this is not him. This is Jason. Jason wants them vacant at closing. I guess I better call this damn seller. I've been trying to avoid walkthroughs all day long, but give him a ring. I think at this point in time, we got to come to grips where we might have to let some people in this thing.
Yeah.
Closures Olympics closed me out of my spreadsheet for my leads, probably because they didn't want us just going through there. All right.
I got a big buyer here, 36,000 buyer score. I'm not able to get a registered agent skip on it, but I got a bunch of numbers for the company. The registered agent, here's his name, is Richard. That's a big buyer score for this area. Could be good.
All right, let me call this seller real quick.
Yeah, call the seller. I'm going to tee up some more leads.
Hey, Billy, it's RJ Bates. How you doing, man?
I'm roaming around to do some yard work.
Awesome. Hey, man, I wanted to see is there a lockbox on the door of this property over on 44 so I can get in there?
Yeah, but I'm next door. I got to key. Are you in Lubbock?
No, but I got some people out there that I'm trying to get through there.
Well, you know, come over here, call me. I got the key to the house right here. I live next door. I live in a duplex next door to that house.
Oh, nice.
So if you need to get all the way to someone, call me. I'm here. And I can go let them in.
Okay. I might have somebody there at 4 and I might have somebody else there before. I got a couple people I need to get through there today, okay?
I'm here. The backyard needs to be mowed because we've had too much rain and I ain't got over it, but I'm going to get over here tomorrow and fuck with it if I need to.
All right, we ain't worried about that.
Yeah, the front yard's all nice and trimmed, perfect. Got sprinkler system out there I've been using. So, oh yes, it's been hell. It's been hell. It's 103 right now here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but come on down there, but you got more wet.
Right.
But no, I'm here at the house. I just left to work. They can call me on my cell and I can walk over and meet them.
All right. Well, I'll let you know here in a second, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Thanks, Billy. Bye-bye.
Sick. Okay, that's lucky.
The house that just keeps on giving right here.
A house that keeps on giving. Okay, this is good. We're starting to get some on a roll here. Okay, this guy we got to reach out to him. Tim Roten Homes Inc. 36,000 buyer score. That phone number is from their Facebook page. Big buyer score for this area.
Wait, Tim. His name is Rotten Homes Inc. I love it.
Rotten Homes Inc. And I'm gonna go build them a buyer profile. We'll probably get their sales team on that number, but
Hey, Julie, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I got a property in Lubbock that I would like to sell you guys.
Oh, well, do you want to email me the information on that, and that way I can forward it to my boss?
Yeah, is there nobody I can talk to right now?
There's not. They're out in the field right now.
I got you. Okay. What's your email address?
You can email it to Julie, J-U-L.
All right, I'll get that sent over to you right now.
All right, thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. It's crazy. No one in the office to talk to somebody about needing to sell a house.
yeah, well, it's these mom pop shops, you know.
You said it was actually a pretty big operation, though, right?
I mean, they got 36,000 buyer score. Do you want me to give you some skip trace results for the owner? Here, let me give you some skip trace results for the owner. There you go. I even got his brother's phone numbers too. That'll be Tim, and his brother is Brad.
All right, so it looks like I have 2 people going to the property now.
Just built up the profile for Rotten Homes. I just filled in 36 profiles on God mode. Got another big one coming.
Hello?
Hello, this is Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. This is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. Did we speak earlier?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, I apologize about that. I spoke to someone just like you earlier named Kelly. I was reaching out about a property I'm looking to sell in Lubbock. Are you guys currently buying properties?
We actually are not currently buying properties.
Okay. All righty. Well, I apologize about that.
That's okay, thanks.
Bye-bye. Dude, I swear to God, that is the Kelly I talked to earlier.
I got a flipper, pretty big flipper here. Southern Homes Inc. Southern Homes Lubbock. Couldn't get the registered agent, but here's the Facebook page, and we got a phone number on the Facebook page, and they have a buyer score of 25,000. Doing deals all over the place. It looks like more high-end stuff. They're definitely flippers, but they might have some buy and hold.
Right.
Ken Wilson Homes, this is Jackie.
Hey, Jackie, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I was reaching out to see if you guys are looking to pick up any more properties in Lubbock.
That's a Dan question. I'm really not sure. Can I get your information and maybe have him call you, or would you like to maybe send him an email?
I've got the Southern Homes info at alllubbock.com. Is that a good email to send it over to?
You can send it directly to Dan. Let me give you Dan's email.
Okay. I will send that over to him. And
Okay, perfect.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, I'll make sure he gets it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I got Dan's cell phone number here in the buyer database. You want to call him?
Yep.
Boom,
That's it?
just drop it in chat. Oh, wait. No, that's the same number that we just called. Never mind.
Yeah, it is.
We should have done there. We should have asked for a cell phone number.
Yeah, I have a feeling the answer was going to be you're not going to get that.
Yeah. But, at the end of the day, it doesn't cost us anything.
That's true.
I'm going to go link this up to his profile, though. Godmo's almost completely full. They're filled in now in Lubbock. Did we ever get an email for Tim Roten?
It's what she gave us was
She gave it
at
Julie.com.
I'm
going to build up a buyer profile for her.
Thank you for calling Regina at Keller Williams.
Hey, Regina, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. Calling about a property I'm looking to sell in Lubbock, Texas, and seeing if you were interested in taking a look at it. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you.
Brian?
Hey, Brian, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. So, see here, you work with Travis, and he had you give me a call about the property there in Lubbock.
Yes, sir. Just to get some more information and maybe an address for that property.
I got you. Yeah, let me send over a link to you. You can view the pictures right there, and then I'll shoot you the address too.
Yeah, I do some good stuff and investing with him. I'm actually an agent for him, but we do a lot of investing stuff together.
I got you.
And that's trying to mess with all that right now. So, do the groundwork for him.
I got you. So the situation on this one is that it actually was listed, or it is listed on the MLS at 85. I'm asking 79. The property should not be listed on the MLS. It's an inherited property. The brother is the executor of the estate. The sister went and signed a listing agreement with an agent without the brother signature. And basically the realtor's gone ghost. So the brother can't get a hold of her or anything like that. Brother lives next door to the property. And he's like, dude, it's vacant. It's an inherited property. Like, I need it gone. It's in really good condition. I mean, it's rent ready right now. I mean, it could be rented out. But, as a flip, I mean, I've got a comp that sold at 145 back in June. I've got 167 back in December. And some other ones that haven't been fixed up sold, 125, 130 range, stuff like that. I'm asking 79 for it. I want to get this thing gone today. So is that in an area that you guys are currently buying properties in?
Let me see. I didn't click on the I'm driving.
It's just south of Tech, right by.
Hard to look at.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Let me look this over and run some numbers, and if I something we want to do, then I'll give you a call back.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love.
If you come across anything else, like I said, I buy rentals and flips, so keep my name in mind. And
Are you only in Lubbock, or is it anywhere?
if the numbers make sense anywhere, but I prefer Lubbock, but money's money, spends all the same everywhere. So
The reason why I was asking, I mean, it's nowhere close to Lubbock, but I've got an 8-plex in Laredo. The numbers are going to be really good on that one. It's really far away from you guys, though. But looks like you'd be about $350 all in, and rents for $6,400 a month.
okay, yeah, shoot that over to me, and I'll look at it. If like it doesn't work for me, I have other people that buy from me that it may work for them. So
I got you. All right, man. Well, yeah, take a look at it and let me know what you guys can do on this property, okay?
sound good, man, for you.
All right, bye-bye. So one thing I'm noticing here is that the ones on Artemis mode, because they had already viewed the property, were a lot more quick to say, yeah, let me get you a number. These guys, it's a lot more like I have to sit down, I need to look at the pictures, run my numbers, and then get back to you.
Do you want to switch back to Artemis mode for a bit?
I actually was doing that when you were.
Let's do that. I'm going to go find you a few more potentially strong ones here. The ones on God mode are strong though. They're a little bit. They're like, let me go take a look at it, kind of thing. They haven't looked at it. The Artemis mode overcomes that objection of like, let me look at it. It's like inbound versus outbound.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really pressure these people where it's like, I need an answer right now. I just called you out of the blue. It's like, I mean, honestly, the majority of these buyers have been really easy to talk to from the perspective of I'm essentially cold calling them.
Yeah. I got a home builder, but he does show up a lot in God mode. I'm wondering if he also does. This guy might also do, let me see, Flatland Homes. Yeah, this guy does some investing too, because I see him getting in and out of deals pretty quick. I'm going to give you his skip trace results. Maybe just give this guy a shot. I mean, it looks like they're doing like high-end home builds, but I also see them getting in and out of deals with like 14 days or whatever. That tells me they're doing some investing on the side. I also got a phone number from their Facebook group.
Hey, Trey, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. I was calling about a property in Lubbock that I'm looking to sell. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you. So that first number for Trey Strong is the correct phone number.
Okay. I'm going to go validate that.
Chad, we've called and he's reviewing.
Chad cause. Okay, good. All right, let's go back to Artemis for a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm going through it. I've hit everyone on Artemis. I'm going to the neighbor buyers now.
Okay. Every big player in this market now knows about this deal. And in these smaller markets, like it seems like they move a little bit slower. You know, if this was Washington D.C., the guys know the hottest deals move in a couple hours. So they like when they're just used to that. We've basically like trained them on that over the years with 3, 4 or 5 of the biggest wholesalers in the country being in that market. These guys are probably used to being able to like kick the can down the road. Not as much urgency.
Well, you heard them multiple times. Buyers said, "Well, if I miss out on it, I'll get the next one."
I'll get the next one. Yeah.
There's not a lot of competition. Hey, Nate, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Hey, man, I was just looking up some information here. It looked like you might have bought some properties in Lubbock before. Are you looking to pick up anything out there in Lubbock?
No, not at this time. No.
Okay.
What if you're in DFW?
Gotcha. You're only in DFW right now?
Yeah, I have some in East Texas too.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm trying to offload so I can reposition things.
I gotcha. All right. Well, yeah, man, I was just reaching out because I had a property in Lubbock I'm looking to sell. So just wanted to see if you might be interested. But I appreciate your time, and I'll update you in my system that you're DFW only right now.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
Which guy is that?
It was Nate Richards.
Nate Richard. Okay, I'll update his profile.
Automatic voice message system 80.
So she texts back immediately. So I can't talk right now. That's Maria Torres.
Maria Torres. Okay, there is another move we can make here.
Okay.
All right, go to the buyers list. Why don't you share your screen?
Yep. Well, and I'm texting her the info real quick.
Yeah, what I like to do, guys, is when we're doing these deals, try one strategy. I always start with artist mode because it's the easiest. Then I'll move over to God mode. RJ does have cartel mode, so there's a move we can make here. So click on buyers on the left-hand side, and then turn on cartel mode. Open up advanced filters. Where it says geotags, just put Lubbock. And let's start with the city. And then where it says buyer score range, do max buyer score 100,000 because there's like a bunch of hedge funds and shit. I'm not going to fuck around with those because we want to buy someone. I think that whoever buys this is going to be like a local guy. And then let's start with the VIP. So where it says select VIP status, toggle that filter from select VIP status to VIP status yes. And then how many results we have? Scroll up. Let's see how many results we have. 148. Let's go even more. Where it says buyer tags, let's apply the buyer tag cash buyer. There we go.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Now, the phone numbers, they'll be starred. If you just click on that phone number, that's just because idiots were coming in and scraping. So just call some of these guys.
Yep.
That's got 88,000 buyer score in Lubbock. Let's just call down that list. Jason here, the Tobacco Group.
Thank you for calling the DABCO Group.
Hello, this is RJ Bates calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock. If you could give me a call back at 817.
Was that Jaron Dabney?
Yeah.
He's got a second number there that's mobile.
Yeah.
Let's hit that. And these guys might not necessarily be like the local guy unless we see like an 806 number. There we go.
Hello, this is RJ Bates calling about a property that I have for sale in Lubbock, Texas. Wanted to reach out and see if you were interested in buying in that area. If you could give me a call back at 817-915-6860. Thank you.
I got to jump off in 2 minutes.
Yeah, me too.
Pushing a call.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to wrap this up right now. But I do believe I'm going to get a call back. So I'm going to have my setup ready for when I get the call back of the disposition to then include it in this video. Hey, 4 hours and 39 minutes. We gave it a hell of a run to get it done in this one call. But listen, we got several people underwriting the deal. We've got several people going to see the property. Dude, I love what you've done with InvestorLift. It's changed our business, so appreciate you coming on. And bro, spending 4 hours and 40 minutes watching me just call buyers.
I love it. I love doing it. I love doing this at least once per month because it gives me ideas. Even just on this call, I'm like, damn, we got to add some filters to Artemis mode. And I think Artemis mode, we got to change it to like a Kanban board. So it's like left voicemail, contacted,
right,
interested, not interested, and you're just pushing people through the Kanban. pushing.
There you go.
So I've had a lot of ideas on how we can make this even better. Just while I've been sending notes to my dev team this entire time on like, here's some stuff we can make better. So yeah, super valuable. I actually got a ton of value from this. Luigi's been filming this whole thing too. I think what we will do, if you can give me the recording of this, we'll cut down to the calls, because I think that the calls, like, people aren't going to watch. Some people might watch 4 hours, but when you did get some of those buyers, we had some really legit buyer. Every single legit buyer in Lubbock knows about this deal now.
Right.
So now it's just a matter of time. Like, this is a small town, not a ton of competition. It sounds like they're twiddling their thumbs. Like, just the fact, it's interesting too that I found, like, when we first started calling earlier in the morning, no one was answering the phone. And then in the afternoon, everyone was answering the phone. I'm like,
Right.
this is like a town where everyone sleeps in till noon. You know?
Actually, do you want to do that? Do you want me to just send it to you guys and you chop it up into the calls?
That's what I'll
and
do.
Then what I can do is keep this exact same setup. And when I get the actual close, send that to you, and it'll just be like,
Yeah.
it happened.
We'll just chop all the calls.
I love it.
All the calls. It'll just be calls.
And then you can include your moments where you're like, hey, this is what we're doing. All right. Well, yeah, let me do that, and I'll just keep this little setup so I can send it.
Yeah, when you get that call back, yeah, let's get some. I think we got to get some people in on this. It's awesome that the buyer is right next door.
Yeah,
like that makes it really easy, and he sounds like he's ready to play ball.
Oh, dude,
you know,
super
chill,
yeah.
Super chill. Yeah. Send him a case of that premium beer.
Right. All right. So what I'm going to do is send this to you, and then when we get that call, I'll send it to you as well, and then that's when we can send out the official video.
Yeah. Well, Luigi will chop the whole thing. We'll take this whole 5 hours and break it down to like 1 hour that people can learn a lot.
And then that way it can go on both of our YouTube channels.
Yeah. You know what? Let's do this again too. We should do this again with a deal in Dallas
We should do it live.
Yeah. We should do it live. If we have a deal in a major city, we can sell it in under an hour.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%. But this is sick. Awesome. Amazing.
Bro, we could seriously set this up to where I can, like with Lead Zolo and Speed to Lead, I can have competitions where we get deals in the big cities, and then we turn around and a couple of days later we live dispo it with InvestorLift.
Oh, yeah.
And dude, yeah. All right, bro. I know you got to go. I'll send this over to you right now, though. Hey, man, this is RJ Bates from Titanium Investments calling about 1715 44th Street. Just wanted to give you a call. I actually got an offer on the property for someone. They did come in below my asking price. And so, like I said, I wanted to give you a shout. I know you said you were working on the numbers, so I'm going to shoot you a text message. I don't want to accept the other offer. I'd rather do the deal with you. So I'm going to shoot you a text message. Hopefully you get back to me so we can do the deal. Give me a call back, 817-915-6860. Thank you. All right, send them a text. Said, hey, man, got an offer on 1715 44th Street below my asking, though. Don't want to accept that offer because I feel like they're just beating me up to see if I'll accept their counter. Hopefully I get a call back. Hello, this is RJ.
Hey, RJ, it's Zane. How are you doing, man?
Good.
Man, is there any way you can wait until like let's say like 10 o'clock tomorrow or 11? Because I'm waiting on a confirmation before making my offer.
I got you.
And if you're just messing around, bro, I would at least give me a shot.
Yeah, I mean, basically the guy's just beating me up for a couple of grand just because, in his words, you called me. I didn't reach out. And I'm like, all right, well, that doesn't really mean that I have to take a couple of $1,000 off my asking price. I'm like,
What do you do? Hit you at 73?
nah, he hit me at 75.
That's fun.
He's like, well, you called me out of the blue, wanting me to buy your property. And I'm like, dude, you bought a property around the corner for more than what I'm asking for a worse property. I'm like, I say what? He's got a 972 number, but he's done quite a few deals in Lubbock. I think he's done like 12 properties in Lubbock. So,
You don't want me to ask you what is his name? I'm curious who it is.
let me look real quick.
Because I think, for the most part, I know majority of the big buyers here. So I'm curious.
Yeah, Give me 1 second here because I just put him down as Lubbock buyer. I had to look at yours because I've got so many people calling me. It's under his wife's name, Connie. Do you know Connie?
Man, is he an Asian dude?
No, he's a white guy.
That name sounds familiar as heck. I knew it was an Asian guy that was is it like Connie, but it's NGY?
Yep, that's what it is.
That's what it is?
Yeah. Is that his name? And I just assumed it was his wife's name?
Yeah, dude, I know of that dude. I know of that dude. I don't know if he's actually in Lubbock, but I know there's a couple of properties I ran across that he had got him under contract before I even put an offer.
Right. And that's what he's trying to do right now. He's like trying to put me in a rock and a hard place.
Dude, if you will give me until the morning, bro,
What is it contingent on? Like your funding?
No. So basically, the comps on this one are weird.
Right.
The 2-1 flat park, there's not many of them. Most, and if you get more specific, it gets even like, there's just not many sales right there of the 2-1. Right? Like I've got 11 comps, but they're all from, there's only one in 2023. And it was in March. So I'm just waiting on confirmation that my comps are good from my analyst, and he stops working at 4 o'clock.
Well, here's what I was looking at. Let me pull something up so you can look at it and you can verify it with me because maybe this will make you feel better. Give me a second. Pull this up.
But my thing, I wanted to let you know kind of my structure. So like, when I typically make offers, I don't have much room because I try to stick to my numbers very, very closely.
Right.
So like, if I can do the 79, I can do it. But like, if I really do offer you 78,000, not because like I'm trying to beat you up, it's because like that's the maximum my numbers will go out.
I got you.
So the way that we do business, man, is we've got a line of credit and we've got cash, like we've got hard money constantly.
Yep.
So I've got, right now I have 4 under contracts in Slayton. So if you got other Slayton buyers, if you get Slayton deals at all, man, send them to me. I'm probably the #1 buyer in Slayton right now.
Okay.
But I mean, so I've got pretty much limitless. So I can go for big deals too. I mean, I just closed a $2 million mobile home park package here in Lubbock. But it's just I have to be very precise on what will get approved.
Right. So I've got 2014 46th Street in June 22nd. It sold for 147. The only difference there is we had about 130 more square feet and it was a 3-bedroom, not a 2-bedroom. So that's why I put the ARV at 125 because I was trying to be conservative.
Let me see that. Okay. So give me 1 second real quick. I'm going to look up 3-1s as well because I was only running for 2-1s. Let me just see.
And then I had, now this goes all the way back to December, but 1908 47 sold for 167.
Okay, that might be a better call. Let me just see. Because the cool thing is that they have you looked inside this property? Been inside of it?
Yeah, I saw the pictures of it. I haven't walked it because I'm in Fort Worth.
Oh, you're in Fort Worth? Very nice. That's so my girlfriend, we're about to get engaged, but she's from like literal like Dallas.
I got you. Yeah, I've been in Fort Worth my whole life.
I had her best friend, who is now a really good friend of mine, went to TCU. So
There you go.
love Fort Worth, love visiting. Gosh, wish I could move there, but thank God we don't want to stay home.
I mean, there's a 2-1 for 946 square feet on the market for 125.
And I saw that, but that one's, it's been on there a little bit.
No, this one's on 44th Street. It's only been on there for 7 days.
Oh, I know this one. Yes, I know exactly. I was looking at this one the other day because I was trying to compare the ones that we're looking at selling. Okay, yeah, that makes the comps a little bit better, honestly, doing a 3-1, but I don't know that we
Because what's your plans? To flip it or to keep it as a rental?
keep it as a rental. So it's trying to validate, so like
If you can cash out all your money on it.
Yeah, basically. Like in the comps that I was pulling for were all at $100 each, so like my ARV was lower.
I got you.
Like that was what I was trying to I'm trying to justify this.
Right.
And find justification. Potentially making it 125 because if I could get that, then
Because you're coming in at like 112.
Yes, on my ARV, which that I know it sounds great, but even just $12,000 creates a
Yeah, I got you. I mean, you got the 46 that sold at 116 a square foot. You got another one at 46 that sold 106 a square foot. All three of your actives are at 118, 125, and 132 within a quarter of a mile. So even if you said 110 a square foot, that puts you at 123, 640.
That's why I'm trying to wait for my analyst because I really can't act on. That's why I was saying if you give me until morning, because if I can get until morning, I might be pretty competitive with the other guy.
I mean, my thoughts on that is I just don't really like the way he treated me. I'm more inclined to say, like, if it does come in and you say the ARV is only 115, where does that put your offer?
Well, if my ARV is only 115, which is what I can technically go on right now, I'm trying to wait for the approval for higher comps because I'm kind of like you. I'm the acquisition manager. Like,
right.
There's an analyst and then there's the manager. I mean, not the manager, the owner.
Gotcha.
They're the only ones that look things over for approval on if stuff that's close. So, but like quite literally, as of right now, if I were to try to make an offer, I'd be at 68,000. So that extra 10,000 is gonna come in collection.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I need there because I mean 68 is less than what I have it locked up at.
Right. That's why I need to wait for the morning because I can't. I literally, if I made you an offer right now.
I got you. Because what I was going to say is well, this is before you said that. I was going to say, why don't we just go ahead and put something in place with a contingency on getting approval? But if you've got to get the approval before you can even make an offer, then yeah, let's just wait then.
Yeah, that's the whole situation. I've got to wait. So I'm sorry, man.
I got you. All right. Well, so you think like 10 o'clock tomorrow, you can give me a shout?
Yeah, I think by 10, I would say worst case scenario, 11, but that's just because it would take weeks. So we have morning meetings from 9 to roughly 10 or so.
Okay.
But my analyst does not get done in meetings at 9:45. So I don't know what he has on his workload just yet, but it usually takes him only about 10 minutes to do.
Gotcha. All right. Well, yeah, just give me a shout in the morning. I'll hold this other guy off, and then give me a call and let me know what you can do. Okay.
That sounds good, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you.
You calling and reaching out, let me know the situation.
Absolutely.
The cool thing is that I can like put this on priority, so
right.
We should have an answer.
Awesome. Also, I wanted to run it by you. Laredo, do y'all buy that far south?
We do not, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
We might be moving there the next year or so, but not currently.
I got you. Because I also locked up an 8-plex down there. It needs a ton of work, but you'll probably end up like $350 all in, and it rents for like $6,400 a month.
Oh, that's not bad. We just don't have property management or anything
yeah.
down there.
Yeah. Not many people do. So, all right, man. Well, yeah, give me a shout in the morning, and let's see if we made this happen, okay?
Okay, that sounds good, man. What do you operate in, not hotels, but like apartment buildings at all? Do you get any apartments under contract?
Not many. It's mainly single family and small multi.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, we've been trying to get our name on one of these apartments for a while now.
Right. Yeah, I feel you. Well, I think there's going to be a lot more available soon, but as of right now, it's still pretty difficult to get those. So.
Yeah. No, it is.
I got you, man. All right. Well, yeah, give me a shout in the morning, and hopefully we can do it. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good, man.
All right. Bye-bye. Guess we'll deal with this in the morning. Hello, this is RJ.
Hey, RJ, how are you doing this morning?
What's up, Zane?
What's going on, man?
Trying to get over my allergies, man. It's killing me today.
That's awful.
Yeah. So what you got for me?
Well, man, I was able to get a little bit higher comps on it, but the only price that I could truly justify after going back and forth was around 122.
Okay.
And with that, it does help me. I know that you just want to deal with that other guy. Then I can do a purchase price of 75,000. I can cover all the closing costs. I can do it within 30 days.
All right. Can you close by the end of this month?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, because we actually have a closing date for August 31st. So 75, that's non-contingent on anything. How much earnest money are y'all putting down?
We typically do 100, but I mean, I don't know what you guys require. We typically do 100 because we don't really, I need an option period, but I've already inspected the house. As far as I can tell, there's nothing major. I do have to do an inspection just to check and make sure, but I mean, I was only coming up with like $4,000 in rehab.
Right.
I mean, it's a nice house. Yeah. So I mean, it's a nice house.
Right.
For sure. I don't think there's any problem or any worry. I don't back out of things. I don't like to. That's just typically what we do. What do you guys?
I mean, typically because we're wholesaling it, we like to get something non-refundable down with a little bit of meat on the bone. How long of an inspection period are y'all wanting?
7 days.
All right.
I've got inspections that can be quick. I can get them in with the owner. I mean, is the owner pretty easy to deal with?
Yeah, he's cool.
He seems like a nice guy. So I mean, worst case scenario, that we can probably have an answer within 3 days. I already know what the answer is going to be, but
Right. Is there any way you could come up to like 77? I didn't really want to go down to 75 just because like that doesn't have me making a whole lot, you know. And I get where you're coming from on the price there. You know, with your ARV being 122. But I mean, can you come up to like 77 for me? Because if you do the 77, I'll work with you on the inspection period and the earnest money and stuff. Because like the other guy was willing to at 75, he was willing to put down 5,000 non-refundable with no inspection period. But like I said, I don't really like him.
yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with it. Just based on what you told me.
Yeah, I just didn't like the way he talked to me. So it's kind of like I just don't really want to do business with you.
No, I understand that. Okay. Can I call you back?
Yep.
Okay. Give me 5 minutes.
All right. Hello.
Hey, RJ.
What's going on?
All right. This is what I can do. I can do on the I really can't do more than 75, but I did talk to Austin. So what I can do is I can do 1,000 for the earnest, and I can also close it at 14.
Okay.
So I can speed everything up a lot.
So you can close by what, like the 18th?
Yes.
Okay. What's the entity name?
The entity
Is Thunder in 2 different words?
yeah.
And it's SON, right?
It's UN.
SUN. Thunder's
Like the star.
Yeah. Thunder Sun Inc., right? Can you text me over an email to send this assignment to?
Yes, I can. Let me send it to you. I'll send it to you right now. Tell me to get it. All right. Did you get that?
Yep.
All right.
Give me just a few seconds here. I want to make sure you get this and make sure there's no questions on it or anything. On the name of the signer, is it you?
No, it'll be Austin.
Austin, Hughhes?
Yes, it is. Yeah, HUG. Sorry, I didn't want to make sure. I want to make sure that one was.
All right, I just sent that over to you. Let me know if you got it and if you have any questions on there, if everything looks correct.
All right, that looks good. Let me send this over to Austin. I'll give you a call back.
All right, appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man.
All right, bye-bye.